Everybody on the top got the same sound. Everything I'm about to drop, make a name now. Yeah, y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. Y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. Yeah, I ain't never gonna be the same now. I'ma tear up this whole fucking game now. Yeah, y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. Y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. I got so many bars, call it kamikaze. Ain't nobody ever gonna ever stop me. And I know that I could be a little cocky. That's the byproduct of hard work, no it's not free. I'm at a top speed, I think you lost me. Do not cross me, I keep dropping all these hits and I know that they watching. They keep showing up in my place, always knocking. Knock, knock, bitch, I've been standing right here. Been over 3 years and then you just got here. Man, get me a beer and open up the mirrors. Let me show you now what you've been missing for years. Call it premiere, I can take a boy's name and smear, or take it up a gear and end your career and make you feel fear, or make you disappear. Cause I am right here and not going nowhere. Everybody on the top got the same sound. Everything I'm about to drop, make a name now. Yeah, y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. Y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. Yeah, I ain't never gonna be the same now. I'ma tear up this whole fucking game now. Yeah, y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. Y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. And when I rap, yeah, man, I snap fast. Like your girl's back, hit a clap, clap, break it in, smack. Shotty like a quick snack, like it when I'm all up in there. I'm finna win it like I win stacks. Every single that I'm in, man, it's been fat. These haters all get whacked when I spit max. These haters all get bit in the pit fast. You better get cracked, so you better move back. Y'all don't wanna play with a pro, not today. I'ma make you wish you were gone in my A. You gon' be my bitch, be my pawn when I play. You gon' be my bitch, take my palm to the face. You know I'm in biz when I'm on fucking stage. You ain't never gonna get me to be tame. I go insane, you can't detain this B.O. when I came to stay. Cause girl, I came to play. Everybody on the top got the same sound. Everything I'm about to drop, make a name now. Yeah, y'all don't really...
Hello. आवाज आ रही है? हाँ. I'm back with another live stream. चलो, let's go. आज ना सेम वही करना है, पर मेरा अभी तक ये नहीं आया है. डोमेन करना है और पहले तो ये करते हैं, क्या बोलते हैं इसको, बॉस. कौन सा बॉस? नहीं, डोमेन ही करना है सिर्फ. कहाँ पे है? नहीं, ये आया होगा ना, ये करते हैं पहले. लेट्स डू दिस. भाई ये क्या बाकी है? साहिल हेलो, वेलकम भाई. यू का बीसीयू का 1 सेकंड डालो.
बैकग्राउंड नॉइस से तो
ये तो है.
हाँ
ये तो है.
जास्त आहे.
आता एवढा येत नाही. आता तर येत नाही. टॅलेंट मटेरियल कलेक्ट करतोय.
नाही रे, स्ट्रीमवरती तर नाही येत.
काय?
स्ट्रीमवरती नाही येत.
स्ट्रीम नाही आहे माझी चालू.
स्ट्रीम मध्ये तर आवाज नाही.
माझ्या स्ट्रीम मध्ये आवाज आहे ते
बॅकग्राऊंड चालू आहे.
येतोय तुझा.
स्ट्रीम वरती मी बघितलंय.
नाही आहेत का?
नाही तर बघ तूच बोलून बघ.
येतोय तुझा.
स्ट्रीम वर वाटलं तर मग माईक ऑफ.
येतोय साईड.
येतोय.
हो. फुल शूट ऑफ ठेव ना, नाहीतर काय करायचं आज तुला? काय करायचंय?
अरे या लोकांनी राउटर आहे ना फोनमध्ये लावलं. हॉलमध्ये की बात
काय लावलंय?
हॉलमध्ये
हा.
हॉलमध्ये टीव्ही पण आहे.
ओके. यहाँ पे भी कुछ है. इधर नेवलेट का टैलेंट कलेक्ट कर रहा हूँ. तो सगळ्या पोरांच्या वर्ल्ड मध्ये जाणार आणि हे कलेक्ट करत बसणार. होतच आलंय मला तसं सगळं. अभी भाई इनको फिर से स्पॉन होते
Ray
हैं.
outlines your face.
कर ले लो.
Time for takeoff.
नहीं.
Ignorant and vulgar.
Temple of Wisdom. Know my soul. Witness the power of good. Let's play.
इजी पीजी. काय काय हाँ. भाई FPS ड्रॉप साइड.
I see everything.
भाई असं वाटत नाही की FPS अनलॉकर चालू केले. काय ये एक चैलेंज कर लेता हूँ. बॉस फाइट थांब आलो. थांब आलो. मला फक्त एवढे मटेरियल कलेक्ट करू दे. तू पण करून टाक ना तोपर्यंत कलेक्ट. तू भी कर ले कलेक्ट. Richard, what? Okay. यहाँ पे तो मैं पक्का मरने वाला हूँ. ओ बच गया. नहीं. ओ बेटे.
Here we go.
थांब साहेब मला थोडे मटेरियल कलेक्ट करायचे. आता 2 मिनिटात होऊन जातील. भाई और कितना करना है? नहीं होगा क्या? नहीं होगा क्या? हो गया।
Have you heard the ballad of the treasure chest?
Foot on the gas, I'm just trying to pass all the red lines. Stop signs, I'm right to go.
Please appreciate. Would gliding be faster? Please remain seated.
Wait.
Banquet must go on. Let's move. Please remain.
हाँ. और एक था ना यहाँ पे. हाँ. ओके. मेरा साइड से जास्त आवाज नसेल तर माईक ऑन करू शकतो, एवढं काही नाही. हो गया ना मेरा. अरे अभीस आले, अभीस पण करून टाक साईड. मी त्या वर्ल्ड मध्ये आता बॉस फाइट करू. जॉइन एक्सेप्ट कर. All the red lights. चलो इसको मारना है क्या? आ जा. ये पटकन काय करतोस तू? ह्याला मारायचंय.
त्याला कधीच मारलं.
नाही तो तिथे उभा होता म्हणून मला वाटतं त्याला मारायचंय.
Over here.
वे मला लॅग झाला मध्ये. ओके तू कॅरेक्टर चेंज केलं. एरेक्स होला. हेलो भाई, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. कैसा है एरेक्स? मैं तेरे वर्ल्ड में आऊँ क्या इसके बाद? मटेरियल कलेक्ट करने है रे. अबे सारी कुठे आहेस तू? हेलो किधर है तू? जाना है यहाँ पे. On the red lights some. लाईफ साईल फर्स्ट टाइम मी असा आलोय इकडे मारायला लोकेशन मध्ये या रूट मधनं आलोय मैं राइट नाउ गेम में नहीं हूँ प्रोबेबली 10 बजे आऊँगा ठीक है हूँ मैं 10 में भी 10 बजे भी हूँ 10 बजे भी हूँ स्टार्ट
There is no escape.
अबे तर लागलीच नाही असं लगही नाही
Illusion shattered. Shine down.
खत्म इजी पीजी ये करेक्ट का कार अजून कोणाला मारायचं आहे साहिल अभीस भी कर ले आज अभीस आ गया है ना डोमेन करना हो तो बता यार निर्भर का डोमेन करना है आज
I see everything.
There is no escape.
लॉल काय है? आलो आलो इसे फिर से मारना है ठीक है
Quick, let's find shelter. Or mushrooms would start growing on our heads.
स्टार्ट
An assassin from our homeland, or a fool who trespasses upon the waters of Chinsa. Coveting the shapes of the living, pure water can take on many forms. In this way, shall water deliver your punishment. The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
एक
Illusion shattered.
Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become
ओ भाई ये ना, और ये नहीं पसंद यार इसका मुझे। सूर्यांश हेलो भाई, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। अरे साहिल को करना है ना, इसलिए वही बॉस कर रहे हैं हम लोग।
is its ability to take any shape.
साहिल को ये टैलेंट मटेरियल चाहिए।
I see everything.
मेरा दोस्त है
There is no
साहिल।
escape.
One who is ignorant of water's treasures fails also to comprehend its horrors.
Illusion shattered.
Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold.
साहिल लो लॉल। ओह बट व्हाट्स अ टैलेंट मटेरियल? अरे वही टैलेंट है कि एसेसन पता नहीं, आई थिंक सो एसेंड वाला है ये। लेवल अप नहीं तो टैलेंट वाला है।
I see everything.
टैलेंट मटेरियल नहीं पता क्या तुझे?
Shine down.
Shadow Raven.
अरे गई रे मेरी। मार इसको।
Now you shall perish.
But a small haven of tranquil waters. Is that so much to ask for?
टैलेंट मटेरियल ना देख, ये होता है
Rain falls and rivers flow.
ये मटेरियल।
Water will exist.
देख अभी इसको भी वही चाहिए, ये नहीं है लाइक टैलेंट नहीं है शायद, ये एसेंड वाला है ना साहिल? हाँ एसेंड वाला है ये एसेंड वाला मटेरियल। लेवल अप, ओ द थिंग दैट हेल्प्स टू इंक्रीज योर कैरेक्टर टैलेंट्स। या बट ये वाला टैलेंट नहीं था, ये असेंड करने वाला था, लेवल अप। और कौन सा मारना साहिल? वन मोर, ओके। इसके बाद डोमेन करते हैं। आई हैव माई केया इन टैलेंट 2। तेरे पे प्रीमोजेम्स कितने भाई? तू प्रीमोजेम्स कलेक्ट करना सूर्यांश, और ले ले भाई आर्लेचिनो ले, नहीं तो नेबुलेट ले ले, काजुआ ले ले। काजुआ नहीं, तू नेबुलेट ले ले, मैं तो बोलता हूँ
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
नेबुलेट अच्छा है डीपीएस के मामले में। अगर तेरे पे तो डीपीएस वैसे भी है नहीं, तो नेबू ले ले, हो जाएगा तेरा पूरा 1 to 9 तक का। अभी तो पूरा पार हो जाएगा, 9 तक का नहीं 7 तक का। अब कहाँ पे सही फिर से भाई? तेरे पे कितने रेस है रे भाई? कैसा करते हैं? वन 160। अरे आया ही नहीं है, चलो पीछे। दूसरा बॉस मारो, लोड नहीं हुआ है वो। वेट आई विल बी एफ, ओके ओके। आई हैव माई केया इन टैलेंट 2 फॉर ऑल 3। प्रणव हेलो, वेलकम भाई, वेलकम। प्रांजल हेलो भाई, दोनों एक साथ ही आ गए। इसको मारना है क्या? आ जाओ। विकी इधर सारे कूटते चल। ओके हाँ बराबर जा रहा है। प्रांजल डीसिया Hey.
Another test subject. Picked the wrong test subject.
कहाँ पे है रास्ता? हाँ, इसका रास्ता ही भूल जाता हूँ मैं. हिल गए भाई.
I see everything.
ओ बेटे को.
Hey!
Illusion shattered.
Yeah!
ए भाई साइड हील. हील आएगा. Fuck. खत्म. Naida is dead.
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
अरे यार.
Shine down.
ओके राइडन 26 तो मार रही है नाइदा को लेके. ओ भाई. चलिए वन शॉट है
There
साइड.
is no escape. Ha. Torn to oblivion.
इजी पीजी. अब तो खत्म हो गए होंगे ना साहिल. आजा फिर नेबू का डोमेन करते हैं. वाओ ट्राई हाइडिंग यूजिंग राइड. ट्राई हाइडिंग कैसे हुई बे? इतने अच्छे से तो मारा मैंने. ये लो कर. Now I need Lumut oily. हाँ वो बाद में ले लेना भाई. डोमेन करना मेरे साथ पहले. भाई तो चल के चढ़ रही है भाई. And I think I'll probably turn your flash. Go start. नहीं रुक जा स्टार्ट.
All the world holds.
भाई साहिल हेलो. इधर आ हो जाएगा. इधर आ मेरे पे आ साहिल.
Everyone hold hands.
अभी मेरा स्विच क्यों नहीं हो रहा है बे? स्विच होना. भाई इतना दूर से भी 30,000 दे रही है.
Hey! Make yourselves at home. I see everything.
थोडं जवळ आण ना साहिल त्यांना. माझ्याकडे आण ना माझ्याकडे.
Everyone hold hands.
हेलो साहिल, मेरे पास ला ना उनको.
I see everything. Sharing my knowledge.
भाई अच्छा मार रहा है बंदा.
Everyone hold hands. Yeah, yeah.
चलो अच्छा कुछ मिल जाए. इलेक्ट्रो डैमेज बोनस अच्छी है. ईएम जहाँ ईएम चाहिए था वहाँ नहीं मिल रहा, जहाँ नहीं चाहिए वहाँ मिल रहा है. और एक लगा और 4 बार ऐसा ही. चलो आजा स्टार्ट कर.
Strike a pose. Shine down.
Make yourselves at home. Let's play pretty little. Yeah. I see everything.
There is no escape.
Yeah.
The touch
Full of
BenQ.
wisdom. Everyone hold hands. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
मैं तो नीचे क्यों नीचे क्यों गया मैं तो. लॉल. अरे ये अच्छा है. क्रिट रेट में मिल जाएगा तो मजा आएगा. और 2-3 बार है. कुछ अलग टीम लेता हूँ इस बार.
Midnight fantastic.
इसको लेके क्या होगा फिलहाल के लिए. लेट्स सी. भाई इसके हाथ में पहले से ही चाकू है. तुला नाही दा घ्यायचे का. मुझे पता है मारने वाली तो नहीं है मेरी कुकी शिनोबू.
The Temple of Wisdom. Committed to memory. A bond is strong.
भाई मार रही है मेरे को.
Sharing my knowledge. I see everything.
भाई 32 दे रही है. 32. What the
Yourselves
fuck.
at home. Everyone hold hands.
take a moment to rest.
भैया अभी भी जिंदा है.
An oversight on my part.
Let's see क्या मिलेगा. Start. Start the game. अरे नहीं हुआ बे. बैक आ फिर से कर. साहिल फिर से कर, फिर से कर. अरे क्यों नहीं हो रहा साहिल? टीम डिसबैंड होता है. क्या कर रहा है तू? Hey, I am back. Welcome back, भाई सूर्यांश. मैंने तुझे पूछा था एक कि तेरे पे कितने प्रीमोस है फिलहाल. अभी कितने प्रीमोस है तेरे पे सूर्यांश?
Everyone hold hands. Share my knowledge.
Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish.
Make yourselves at home.
Hey.
Barbados, guide us.
Share my knowledge.
The tides beckon.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Let's see क्या मिलता है. 12,000 I remember. बहुत कलेक्ट किए हुए तूने. डिफेंस. ओ ये अच्छा है. ओ नाइस, ये अच्छा है. और एक लास्ट साइड. 12,000 थोड़ा और कलेक्ट कर ले, मिल जाएगा तुझे. 50-50 है ना तेरा? मुझे याद है तेरा 50-50 है. देख ट्राई कर, मिल जाएगा. और वैसे भी तेरी AR-25 है तो 10 दिन में और कलेक्ट कर सकता है. साइन स्टार्ट. कैन यू टेल मी टू whom to pull in the new wishing system? ये वाले इसको भी पुल मत कर, मैं तो कहूँगा. रुक जा साइड. नाइला लेनी है क्या साइड? मैं तो बोलता हूँ नेक्स्ट पैच में कर, सेकंड फेज में, सॉरी, तब कर. मैं तो बोलूँगा इस पे कर ले, नेबुलेट पे। डीपीएस नहीं है ना तेरे पे, तो यही अच्छा है पहले तो। फायदा चाहिए क्या? कांट चेंज, ठीक है। So should I pull for her? I want जीन for my केया। मत ले जीन, जीन की चाहिए, उससे अच्छा काजुआ ले लेना। तो तुझे केया में ही नहीं करना है क्या? ये प्लान है क्या तेरा?
Brace yourself. Think you can get away?
Now you shall perish.
Everyone help him!
Shine down.
Bound your head.
Time for takeoff.
Torn to oblivion.
The tides beckon.
लॉल, कितना इजी हो गया ये तो। और मेरी राइडन कुछ नहीं मार रही है, सारा नाइदा का कमाल है।
Think you can get away?
नाइस। ठीक है फिर जीन मत ले ले, काजुआ ही ले ले फिर, अगर तुझे चाहिए तो।
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
जीन मत ले। रुक जा, मैं बोल गया मुझे ही करना है। विश लॉल। कुछ भी नहीं मिला। छी, अपना ये करेंगे, क्या बोलते हैं इसको, आर्टिफैक्ट्स लेवल अप। लेट्स सी क्या मिलता है। गेस माय केयाज हेल्थ। भाई क्या है केया का हेल्थ? अब क्या गेस करूँ इसमें? लाइक आई थिंक सो मे बी 20K, 15K 20K के बीच में। चलो अभी आर्टिफैक्ट्स ये करते हैं, एनहांस। अभी ये वाला मिला ही नहीं है। ये अच्छा है ना? लेट्स सी क्या मिलता है। छी वे, साइड डिफेंस है यार, क्या बोलता? यस माय केयास हेल्थ 11K। ओके
स्ट्रीम करना है शायद।
ओके करता हूँ। एक सेकेंड है गाइस। भाई डिफेंस मिल रहा है क्या भाई? लेट्स सी और क्या आगे मिलता है। ओके क्रिट डैमेज, क्रिट रेट,
मत गंदा। हेलो,
छी यार डिफेंस क्या बोलता है?
अरे गंदा है, मत कर बोल रहा था।
कर तो ना, इतना भी गंदा नहीं लग रहा है। ऐसा है ही नहीं मेरे पे।
मैं अपना दिखा दूं।
वो नाइस,
क्रिट रेट अच्छा मिला है बट डिफेंस स्टैट्स बहुत।
अरे पर मेरे पे ये पहला ऐसा आर्टिफैक्ट जो मिला है डिफेंस वाला, ये मैरिज चूज हंटर, इसीलिए। आई एम अ बिगिनर, व्हाट कैन यू एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम मी? एक्सपेक्ट या यू हैव अ लॉट ऑफ मोरा। भाई बहुत, अरे ये तो कुछ नहीं है भाई, मैंने देखा था मोरा बहुत लोगों के पास, कितना सारा मोरा होता है।
You have to see the world
मेरे
for
पे तो
yourself
कुछ नहीं
to
है इतना।
appreciate how beautiful it is. Something on your mind again?
आई एम बिगिनर।
Let's work through it
भाई पर
together.
मुझे ऐसा लगता है तू बिगिनर है तो तू नेबिलिटी ले लेना फिर। तू काजुआ क्यों ले रहा है? काजुआ तो सपोर्ट है। डीपीएस चाहिए ना तुझे, अच्छा खासा डीपीएस, तो नेविलेट लेना तू सूर्यांश। और आई हैव 10 मिलियन। ओह
स्ट्रीम देखने
अभी दूसरा कौन सा है तेरा? एक सेकेंड, किधर गया वो? ये ठीक है। ये कौन सा? ये अच्छा है एक। ना ना, कौन सा दूँ
If
इसको?
you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk?
ये ना, देखो ये बाद में करेंगे, पहले ये देखते हैं ना। नो भाई, है ही नहीं कौन सा अच्छा।
बहुत लकी चाहिए उसमें।
हाँ ना। ओ ये अच्छा है, ये अच्छा है, ये करूँगा। बट आई वांट मेन केया एंड आई नीड अ सपोर्ट। तुझे केया मेन ही करना है तो ठीक है। काजुआ है क्या केया के साथ? अच्छा, मुझे पता नहीं।
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to
ऐसा
appreciate.
मैंने भी एक बार सोचा था कि भाई बेडो को मेन करूँगा और खेलूँगा एंड तक, बाद में मैंने भी चेंज कर दी।
मेरे नोवेलिटी से फ्लूम ऑफ डेथ।
एक सेकंड, ये
If you're
करने
not
दे
sure
पहले।
what to do next,
आजा
how about I take you on a
यार,
walk?
डिफेंस क्यों देता है तू? डिफेंस फिर से दिया। नहीं देख रही डैमेज जा रहा है तो छोड़ो। HP एक तो क्रिट रेड यार। डिफेंस इट्स ओके सर, कोई ना। आई गेस जीन इज गुड फॉर सपोर्ट। भाई काजुआ अच्छा है सपोर्ट के लिए। These artifacts are good for नेविलेट। भाई कुछ गुड नहीं है, नकली है सिर्फ। नकली आर्टिफैक्ट्स है ये सारे।
Something on your mind again? Let's work through it together.
एक
Two
बार
heads are
ये
better
ट्राई
than
करूँ
one.
क्या साहिल? कहाँ गया वो? ये वाला एक ट्राई करूँ क्या?
मेन स्टार्ट एचपी चाहिए
इसको तो ये करते हैं।
देख। हाँ ये वाला चाहिए।
ठीक है, अटैक ठीक है। हाँ ठीक है, क्रिएटेड मिल रहा है। क्रिएट रेडर है, नाइस। बस एक क्रिएट रेड और फिर मजा आएगा। नहीं रे, ठीक है कोई ना।
बैठ लो।
What they say is true.
सुजल
See
हेलो,
the world
वेलकम
for
भाई।
yourself to appreciate it.
नेविलेट रिव्यू। नाइदा इज लिटिल क्रीपी। दिस आर्टिफैक्ट्स आर गुड फॉर नेविलेट। हाय सुजल, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। क्या करना है अभी? अगर समझ साहिल, ये नेविलेट है, कहाँ गया वो? अगर ये अपना क्या भाई नेविलेट है और मैं डालूंगा ये डालूंगा, कहाँ गया? ये तो किया ही नहीं है, छोड़ो इसे।
वो उसमें जाकर वो कर सकता है।
हाँ, अगर ये डालूंगा,
गॉबलेट में जाओ, गॉबलेट में।
एक सेकेंड, ये डालूंगा। और अगर मैं, कहाँ गया? ये तो किया ही नहीं है,
Something on your mind again? Let's work through it
छोड़ो, ये
together.
डालूंगा।
Two heads are better than one.
और इसमें ये डालूं।
गॉबलेट में सेट फिल्टर पे जा। सेट फिल्टर।
क्या है सेट?
सेट फिल्टर।
हाँ
ये चाहिए देखो।
ये
नहीं कराओ, बंद कर बंद कर बंद कर।
ये चाहिए ना?
हाँ बंद कर। हाँ उसके बाजू में जो है ना सिंबल, हाँ इसमें जाकर कर।
क्या चाहिए इसमें?
हाइड्रो डैमेज बोनस देख।
भाई ये बंदा कराए हुए। कंफर्म
नहीं है क्या?
ना।
है ही नहीं।
नहीं अगर समझ दिया, एक सेकंड चैट पढ़ने दो। बार बार डिनर करने जा रहा हूँ, बाय बाय डिनर करने जा रहा हूँ, ओके बाय बाय। अगर मैंने ये किया और देखते हैं लाइक ये सब होगा, इसका रेशियो बहुत ही गंदा।
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate
और
how
बढ़ाना
beautiful
पड़ेगा
it
लाइक
is.
वेपन भी अगर मैं चेंज करूँ कौन सा अच्छा, लाइक समथिंग
वही लगेगा।
बुक है ना इसका, छोड़ो।
मेरी विलेट की देख
दिखा
ये कैसा है।
वेपन तो ये बेस अटैक एचपी, ओके
वेपन नहीं किया।
ये तो कर ना तू। सुजल बी राइट बैक, ओके ओके। मैंने बार बार पढ़ा यार लिटरली। आइडेंटिफाई, ओके ये अच्छा है भी बहुत। ऐसा मुझे क्रिट रेट को मिल जाता ना, ये मजा आता। हाँ अरे भाई एचपी में ज्यादा गया है ना ये वाला, डिफेंस में।
तो एक ही डिफरेंस है। इसमें इम्प्रूवमेंट क्या चाहिए? वो वही चाहिए ना, हाइड्रो डैमेज बोनस।
हाँ
भाई गॉबलेटिक
ये भी तो इम्प्रूवमेंट चाहिए भाई, क्रिट डैमेज कितनी कमी है, बहुत कम है। डिड यू वॉच स्पाइक्स फैमिली? 4-5 एपिसोड देखा, बाद में बोर लगा, नहीं देखा मैंने। साहिल के साथ, मेरे दोस्त के साथ ही देखा था। तूने देखा है क्या सूर्यांश पूरा?
अरे हाइड्रो डैमेज बोनस है ना, उसमें जा।
तुझे क्रिट डैमेज की बहुत जरूरत है, क्रिट रेट दोनों की जरूरत
हाँ
है।
क्रिट डैमेज उसमें ही मिलेगा तो वो देखता है उसमें खोल। हाँ हाँ खोल। इसमें एलिमेंट्री मास्टर ये सब है, एचपी
हाँ
बट एचपी बहुत गया है उसमें, इसलिए मैंने रखा हुआ।
ये वाला भी चेंज हो सकता है भाई। आई थिंक सो तुझे क्रिट डैमेज का ही स्टैट लगाना चाहिए। कौन सा था?
इस पर क्रिट डैमेज लगाऊंगा। मेरी स्ट्रीम देखते हो।
एक सेकंड
हाँ
ये बढ़ना चाहिए तो मजा आता।
500
आई हैव स्टार्टेड इट, ओके ओके।
ये देख
शायद बहुत इम्प्रूवमेंट की जरूरत है तुझे। दिखा
ये देखा अभी क्रिट डेड डायरेक्ट 12 का हो गया, 12 का। अच्छा नहीं है
अरे लेवल अप तो करना।
कौन सा?
ओके
Something on your mind again?
हाँ
Let's
हाँ
work through it
ये
together.
देखिए अच्छा
2 heads are better than 1.
इसमें देख 10% एनर्जी रिचार्ज इस पर ट्राई कर सकते हैं।
किस पे?
इसको कर सकते
नहीं आएगा रे। कैसा है वो देख ना, डिफेंस अटैक एचपी विथ 3
हो गया। ये नाइदा के लिए चलेगा क्या?
कौन सा?
ये सर्कुलर
ये क्रिट डैमेज वाला क्या हाइब्रिड बना रहा है
If
क्या
you're not
नाइदा?
sure what to do next, how about I
नहीं
take you
नहीं
on a
नाइदा
walk?
को देनी,
तो नाइदा को क्यों चाहिए? उसको ईएम लगता है ना।
बट सर्कुलेट तो वही
Okay,
डालेगा
हाँ,
ना, तो
हाँ,
ईएम वाला थोड़ी डालेगा।
हाँ पर इसमें भी ईएम चाहिए रे, क्रिट डैमेज के साथ, फिर अच्छा लगेगा। मेरा है
क्रिट
वैसे।
डैमेज के साथ ईएम मिला ही नहीं मुझे।
हाँ तो दे तो सकता है
ये
crit
ये
damage।
लगा सकता
हाँ
है।
ये लगा सकता है तो एक अलग से ही। Honkai Star Rail has brought a character just like Huta with nature।
मेरा हार्ड लग गया।
क्या नाम क्या है उसका? नाम बता, मैं सर्च करता हूँ।
क्रायो डैमेज बोनस, क्रायो डैमेज।
क्रायो को क्या करेगा? हाइड्रो है नहीं है।
क्रायो को कोई कैरेक्टर को लगता है क्या? मेरे को नहीं पता, मैंने लॉक करके रखा।
लॉक क्यों किया था?
हाँ ये देख ये स्टैट अगर ठीक हो जाए तो ये स्टैट सबसे गंदा है।
हाँ
ये देखिए
ये ठीक हो जाए,
ये
जा सकता है।
अटैक लगा दो इस पर तो हो जाएगा शुरू।
तुझे ना क्रिट डैमेज बढ़ाने की बहुत जरूरत है।
क्रिएट डैमेज। लेट्स ट्राई दिस। क्या बोलते हो?
क्या
अटैक देखते चलो।
ये देखना है क्या? ठीक है ठीक है।
क्रिएट रेड
योर वॉइस
नाइस।
इज लिटिल लो। मेरी वॉइस? हेलो हेलो हेलो।
ओह क्रिएट रेड नाइस।
आ रही है ना मेरी वॉइस भाई? अच्छी है मेरी वॉइस तो। आ रही है मतलब।
एचपी नॉट बैड।
क्या मिल रहा है? और एक नाइस रेट मिला भी तुझे।
एक डिफेंस
ओ
नेवर
साइड साइड गंदा है।
साइड लाइट मिल
छोड़ो।
जाता ना तो बहुत अच्छा। और कोई है तो
Something
उसको
on your
कर
mind again?
नहीं है।
Let's work through it together.
अब ना अभी
Two
करने वाला
heads
हूँ
are
मैं।
better than one.
साहिल तू भी कर ले अभी।
रीपर है क्या?
नहीं नहीं। द स्पार्कल इन हर नेम। स्पार्कल है? ओके स्पार्कल है उसका नाम। वेट PARKL स्पार्कल HSR। देखते हैं ना कैसा दिखती है ये। अरे हाँ रे।
बहुत हेल्थ तेरे को देख। तू जमीन में घुस गया रे।
एक सेकेंड है सही
What?
भाई। ये तो हुताओ से तो अच्छी लग रही है रे दिखने में। हुताओ से अच्छी लग रही है दिखने में। उसका भूतिया अटैक ही है क्या?
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
स्पार्कल नाम है स्पार्कल इसका। नाइस। शी इज सिमिलर इन नेचर। ओके 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 चलो अभी ट्राई करते हैं। उससे पहले मुझे राइडन शोगन को ये बनाना चाहिए ER वाला। कौन सा?
Something on your mind again? Let's work through it together. Two heads are better than one.
ये वाला। और क्या? इलेक्ट्रो डैमेज बोनस। अरे अच्छा है ही नहीं। क्या फायदा इसका? ले लो क्या? ये क्या है? ले लेते हैं। अब क्या ही कर सकते हैं। अरे ये ओके ये वाला स्विच क्या होगा ये? ठीक है ठीक ठाक। राइडन इज रेडी। भाई मैं मेरे वर्ल्ड में नहीं हूँ क्या? अरे भाई 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 मैं अभी से इतना ट्राई हार्ड करके खेलता हूँ ना। तुम लोग देखो भाई। Too many attempts. किधर गया? चलो लेट्स डू अभी। क्या है मेरी टीम में? ही भूल गया मेरी टीम। ओके ओके हाँ सबसे पहले इसको 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 और इसको ये वेट अ सेकेंड कुकीज यूजेबल लेते हैं ना, इसको मैं EM कर देता हूँ सिंपल। अरे एनहांस नहीं, अरे EM वाला किधर है? हो गया। थोड़ी तो मार पाएगी। अब आ जाओ। राइडन ये और ये में भी, और इसमें ये और ये थोड़ा ओवर पावर्ड नहीं हुआ? हाँ अटैक शी इज सिमिलर इन साइनो क्या? साइनो है मेरे पास पर मैं यूज नहीं करता। साइनो गलती से पुल हो गया मेरे से, नहीं चाहिए था मुझे।
Illusion shattered.
Here we go. Time for takeoff.
Delved into destiny. Decided by destiny. Now you shall perish.
Brace yourself. Think you can get away?
Shadows of fate. Written in the stars.
हो गया। भाई मेरा पिंग इतना ज्यादा क्यों है बे? वेट अ सेक, चल वेट। हाँ मैं आ लो। मेरा पिंग क्या कह रहा है? हो गया। हाँ चलो, ये शायद इजी होगा।
Rain outlines
अरे
your
यार
fate. Rain cutter.
Terrified! Commit it to memory. Make yourself at home. Yeah.
More! Future theory?
Yeah.
Finally,
Everyone hold
that
hands.
tingle?
अरे यार मेरा पिंग
Know my sword.
पिंग की वजह से कैरेक्टर्स मर रहे हैं मेरे।
That tingle?
No turning back.
Just wait for you a little. Yeah. Hold your hands. Yeah. 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 Help!
मेरे को कुछ लग ही नहीं रहा बे। नहीं था मेरा, शायद मैं मर गया।
Rain outlines your fate.
वॉच और वीडियो। रुक जा, ये डोमेन के बाद देखता हूँ। मैंने देखा नहीं वीडियो पर, कैरेक्टर देखा मैंने। रुक जा, मैं वीडियो भी देखता हूँ। हीलिंग चाहिए बे, हीलिंग। आई वांट हीलिंग। आ जा।
Shine down.
Yahoo!
ये यूज ही नहीं किया मैंने मोना को।
Torn to oblivion.
upon you.
भाई करना था 20
Time
यूज.
for takeoff. You're toast.
There is no escape.
I got carried free.
Brace yourself.
Written in the stars.
Nice and spicy.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Freeze. Freeze. I got carried free.
Think you can get away?
Delved into death.
Freeze.
हो जाएगा हो जाएगा.
Nice.
जल्दी जल्दी कर. कहाँ पे?
The wrong test subject.
Torn to oblivion.
हाँ. हील भी नहीं ले सकता मैं. Let's go.
I see everything.
Let me lead you a place.
Our bond is strong. I'll settle this.
Strike.
Share my knowledge. Yeah.
मैं मरो. भाई मेरी सारे कैरेक्टर्स मरने वाले हैं.
Glory to the Shogun.
Everyone hold hands. Yeah. Hey.
Another test subject.
सेंचु यूज भी नहीं कर सकता. उसे ही करना है यूज मुझे.
Temple of Wisdom.
I can like this maybe. और अगर मैं
Out of my way.
ये करूँगा
Quiver.
ये करके अगर मैं ये करूँगा.
Share my knowledge. Grow, grow, grow.
भाई कुकी मर गई. हो गया मेरा खत्म.
Hey.
Storm the front.
ये डोमेन मैंने किया था कंप्लीट यार.
Strike.
पता नहीं.
Everyone hold hands.
हो गया. ओ भाई. द माउस क्लिक इज इनसेन भाई. माउस क्लिक नहीं है ये. हादी वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. माउस क्लिक नहीं है ये ना. कीबोर्ड का क्लिक है. उसका साउंड ही है. वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. अब क्या? क्रिट डैमेज, क्रिट रेट, रिस्टोर, एचपी. ऑब्वियसली सेकंड फेज में नहीं मार पाऊंगा बट ट्राई करूंगा.
Illusion shattered. Decided by destiny.
अबे
There is no escape.
Time for takeoff. Here we go.
Now you shall perish. Shine down.
Let's play. Think you can get away?
Written in the stars.
हो जाएगा.
Let me scry.
Torn to oblivion.
अबे इधर ही है भाई. अबे क्या दे
No
देंगे?
escape.
राइडन शोगन.
Fate is upon you.
Delve into destiny.
You're toast.
Now you shall perish.
अब ये तो होने नहीं वाला. ये मुझे पता है.
I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom.
A minor setback. Flash.
गया रे.
Defeated. I have taught you
बे सारे मर रहे
everything I know.
ठीक है, इट्स ओके। अभी देखते हैं ये स्पार्कल कैसे कैरेक्टर देखते हैं। अबैंडन आजा देखते हैं, दिख रहा है ना स्क्रीन? या
Big. Big.
Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree, looking out over a meadow, cider in hand.
ये सब मटेरियल क्या करते हैं पता नहीं मुझे।
Another one.
वॉच द ऑफिशियल। ऑफिशियल में है क्या? ये ऑफिशियल नहीं है क्या? ये है क्या ऑफिशियल?
Sure, I'll play you another tune, but it'll cost you an apple.
अबे
There's only one bullet left. Wanna play a game? What's your wager? The life of a faker. Looks like someone's in my way. So what? Let me tell you what foolishness is. Pretending to be smart like you do. Then, what is a fool? Knowing when to act clueless. Like I do. Do you get it now? What is knowing when to act clueless? Like I do. Do you get it now? What is elation? Me. I am elation.
भाई ये ना शिव भाई ये मुझे ना होता हुआ पूजो सारा का मिक्स लगता है, लग रही है होता हुआ पूजो सारा का मिक्सर।
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
अब क्या करना है मुझे? ये हो गया। शी इज़ द प्योर डेफिनेशन ऑफ मैडनेस। हाँ भाई, कैरेक्टर मुझे पसंद आई, वो मुझे भी पसंद आई। एक सेकेंड। अब क्या है करने को गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट में? स्टोरी कर सकता हूँ मैं। स्टोरी करते हैं। फ्यूरिना की स्टोरी है। एक्सेप्ट करो। पहले नेविलेट की करते हैं। अभी मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? क्या ये नहीं कर सकता मैं? क्यों नहीं कर सकता? इसके वजह से ये करना पड़ेगा उसके पहले। वाह, ठीक है भाई। A design is also a masterpiece. क्या डोमेन करना है शायद मुझे? डोमेन करना है? हेलो।
What they say is true.
हाँ
You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate.
ठीक है, फिर साइल का और डोमेन बाकी है, तो वही करते हैं पहले। इसके बाद मैं इस बंदे के वर्ल्ड में जाऊंगा। वो कलेक्ट करना है मुझे, लुमिनॉइल समथिंग। कर स्टार्ट। भाई, तो सूर्यांश तो HSR खेलता है क्या? मुझे HSR का गेम प्ले ही पसंद नहीं, इसलिए मैं नहीं खेलता। पर भाई कैरेक्टर डिजाइन एंड ऑल बहुत अच्छा है उसमें HSR में। रुक जा, इस बार राइडन एम नहीं है। एक सेकेंड साइड, एक सेकेंड। Who is HSR? अरे उनका स्टार रेल। Who is HSR? वाह रे वाह। Let's go, let's go. ये तो डियोना लेके आया।
Illusion shattered. Yahoo! Torn to oblivion.
Look at you, Bluegill.
ये मेरे राइडन कुछ मार ही नहीं रही।
Think you can get away? Here we go. Inazuma shines eternal.
56।
Shine down.
Let's play. Time for takeoff.
Be sanctified.
Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered.
Think you can get away? Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Let the mighty be humble.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Oh, that game is not good at all. It's not open world. हाँ ना, ओपन वर्ल्ड पसंद है क्या तुझे सूर्यांश? ओपन वर्ल्ड नहीं हो पर गेम प्ले हो तो भी मैं खेल लूँ। गेम प्ले अच्छा होना चाहिए। अभी सेकिरो कैसा गेम प्ले, मतलब ओपन वर्ल्ड नहीं है, और भाई गेम प्ले
मेरी
कितना
स्ट्रीम
पप्पी
देख
छप्पी
मेरे को
है।
क्या मिला देख।
क्या मिला? जियो डैमेज बोनस। मुझे लगा कुछ अच्छा मिला है भाई, इसलिए स्क्रीन भी चेंज किया मेरे स्ट्रीम में।
उसके जगह पर मेरे को 100 डैमेज हुआ।
लॉल। यस आई लव ओपन वर्ल्ड। ओ दैट हाँ, इट्स गेम प्ले इज बोरिंग, बहुत बोरिंग है भाई। उसमें ना लिटरली ऑटो प्ले का ऑप्शन भी है, मेरा एक दोस्त बोल रहा था, पर उसकी स्टोरी अच्छी है। आई थिंक सो, देखते हैं स्टोरी ठीक है। क्या करना है साहिल, और करना है?
हाँ बस खत्म।
खत्म,
एक ही करना था।
एक ही करना था, ठीक है। मैं ना ये एरेक्स भाई के वर्ल्ड में जाता हूँ और सब कलेक्ट करके आता हूँ। ये लेगा क्या मुझे पर? Then what's the point of playing when there is an autoplay? वही तो ना। अगर स्टोरी हो तो भाई मैं सिर्फ स्टोरी ही पढ़ लूँ, उससे अच्छा, खेलने से अच्छा। क्या कर रहा है आज एरेक्स, क्या कर रहा है? चल मैं अपना मटेरियल कलेक्ट करता हूँ। इस बंदे ने तो वे पॉइंट भी नहीं खोले बे। दैट्स ट्रू। पहली बात तो मेरे पे कितने हुए हैं वो तो देखा ही नहीं मैं, कितना है? 148, 168 चाहिए। तू भी सूर्यांश अपना काजुआ नहीं तो नेबलेट का प्री फार्मिंग स्टार्ट कर ले। ये सबको मारते फिरूं क्या मैं नहीं मारूंगा किसी भी। हेलो गाइस, आई एम स्पॉन्सरिंग 2 वेलकिंग गिव अवे ऑन हर्षल। ओ भाई भाई, ओ बेटे भाई, कुछ भी आ क्या? तेरे पे है वेलकिन प्रांजल? चलो इनको मार ही देता हूँ।
Rain outlines your fate. Know my soul. Let me read you a verse.
ओके प्रांजल भाई पका रहा है ना तू? सच में पैसे की कमी नहीं है, बोलो हो जाएगा।
Another rude lout.
हे वेट अ सेक, इसको क्या मारना पड़ेगा क्या? क्या बोल रहे हो? आई वॉन्ट अ वेलकिन बट आई नो यू आर जोकिंग। मजाक नहीं कर रहा, आई एम सीरियस। देखते हैं भाई कितना तू सीरियस है, देखते हैं भाई। वेलकिन भाई, अगर वेलकिन होता ना तेरे पे, तू यूला ले लेता जल्दी।
I've been waiting.
ए चलो इसे मारते हैं।
Hold hands.
यार मेरा इंटरनेट बहुत स्लो चल रहा है आज।
Hey,
Please hold for just a moment.
हो गया मेरा बाजार आवर गया। अरे
Prior
बे यार नहीं हो रहा मेरे से। व्हाट द फक, वो 0 एचपी पे भी चल रही है। व्हाट?
body and mind.
अभी वीडियो भेजो अपनी आईडी वेलकिन लेके। नानी यू आर गिविंग अ वेलकिन, वेलकान, वेलकान, व्हाट वेलकान? भेज वीडियो, भेज जनरल चैट पे भेज, देखते हैं कि नहीं। भाई वेलकिन गिव अवे कर रहा है तो भाई मुझे ही दे दे वेलकिन।
Body and mind.
हो गया ये 2 लास्ट। इसके बाद यहाँ, ये तो इसने खोला ही नहीं है, लिटरली यहाँ से स्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा। इट्स कॉल वेलकिन, वेलकान। बंदा हमारा वेलकान बोल रहा है। ये W से स्टार्ट होता है ना, V से नहीं भाई। ये कौन सा क्रिएटर है जो खुद के लिए गिव अवे कर रहा है? नहीं भाई, अगर तू करेगा तो भाई मैं सच में करूंगा गिव अवे।
Body and mind.
मेरे पे इतना है नहीं पैसा पैसा कुछ, पर मुझे पता है तू जोक कर रहा है, मजाक कर रहा है तू। ये कौन सी आवाज आई? Duck. I will be winner then for real. What's your main job? मेन जॉब? मैं जॉब नहीं करता। ये कौन सा क्रिएटर है जो, हाँ ये पढ़ा मैंने। भाई तो आप प्रूफ भेज, प्रूफ।
Oh my gosh.
प्रांजल
Wow.
अबे वेट अ सेक, मैं घूम रहा हूँ पर, हाँ सॉरी आगे। बाय बाय। भाई ये बंद ना कर दे गेम, इतना मैं कर रहा हूँ। मैं कहाँ पे, इधर तो मार्क किया है। Then what you do for living? भाई मैं अभी तो 20 का हूँ, मैं अभी तो कुछ कर नहीं रहा। And what's your main job? मैं अभी एक पीसी खरीद रहा हूँ होली तक, उसे उसके बाद वेलकिन की बारिश होगी चैनल पे। ओ भाई भाई भाई, अभी तक मोस्ट गिव अवे विपुल भाई ने किए हैं, साथ मैं करूँगा। ओके, तो विपुल भाई तुझे दे रहा है क्या वेलकिन? प्रांजल ऐसा है कुछ सीन? That seemed to work.
Please appreciate my sincerity. Please remain seated.
अबे
What must go on?
अबे बाबा जा ना भाई भाई नायदा का खात्मा कर दिया.
Please remain seated.
ओके मैं 10 करूँगा. ब्रो इज फ्लेक्सिंग. भाई तो सच में फ्लेक्सिंग लग रहा है मुझे अब प्रांजल. लेकिन अगर तेरे पे होती तो खुद पे यूज करता ना तू प्रांजल. ओके यहाँ पर भी है. कितने हुए? 173. इट्स ओके. चलो थैंक्स. एक मिनट कॉप में. ओके ओके ओके. डू यू हैव अ वेलकिन? भाई मेरे पे कुछ नहीं है. आई एम F2P. मुझे कॉम क्लेम करने हैं. बता दे कब जाओ. तब तक मैं कुछ और फार्म करता हूँ. अभी वो किधर मिलता है बे? ओके हो गया. छोड़ो. Heal me. There was an event back in 1.3 where you get a free Welkin or in some other update. I'm not sure what happened. सही में वेल्किन भाई जेंशिन को कब से इतना प्यार आ गया कि भाई फ्री में वेल्किन पिल्किन दे रहे वे. फ्री वेल्किन तो कभी देगा ही नहीं गेंशिन में. आ जाओ. हो गया भैया. आ जाओ. क्या हो गया? खत्म. चलो अब स्टोरी क्वेस्ट करता हूँ. एक स्टोरी क्वेस्ट करता हूँ उसके बाद देखते हैं. जाता हूँ नहीं तो आई डोंट नो.
Hey, Catherine, it's us. Got any new commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps? Primon's just being enthusiastic. We're all friends now, she gets it.
Yeah, I also didn't believe it, but it did happen. हाँ दिया था एक बार. दिया था क्या? डिस्कॉर्ड पे मुझे पर्सनल मैसेज करो. मैं कुछ भेज रहा तुम्हें. ठीक है वेट. भाई अभी तक हम दोनों फ्रेंड भी नहीं है. इतने हम लोग कब से बोल रहे हैं. फ्रेंड्स भी नहीं हम लोग. हो गया भेज.
It's always a pleasure to see our two most avid adventurers again. Looking for the next challenge, I see. Actually, we do in fact have a rather urgent commission that is still open. Having read the details, however, I don't believe you'd consider it to be lucrative.
Don't worry about that. We were just kidding. So what's the situation?
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical. The original cast member ran into some issues and is currently unable to perform the role.
भाई किसका चालू है ये? एक सेकंड. I'm back. अब बता इसमें मैं कितने गिव अवे करूँ? भाई तू सच में करने वाला है गिव अवे? कर दे भाई 2-3 भाई 2 ही बस हो गए 1-2 बस हो गए अगर तू रियल में करने वाला है. बैंक अकाउंट हो भाई भाई भाई. भाई सच में किया क्या तूने? ये उल्लू बना रहा है तू. देखा हाँ भाई देखा रे. Did you Catherine is a robot? Did you know? हाँ मैंने एक वीडियो देखा था कि ना कैथरीन लिटरली सब कैथरीन से कनेक्टेड है. लाइक उससे क्या बोलते हो उस जगह से वो नीचे जा सकते हैं ना. देन गिव मी वन. बीस्ट पे से पूछ सकता है वो सब जानता है मेरे बारे में. ठीक है भाई. भाई तू तो कौन सा बड़ा आदमी निकला बे.
But the troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties, so unfortunately they cannot afford to pay the replacement actress.
Okay.
That does sound like a tricky situation. So basically they're looking for a volunteer?
That's right. Our adventurers reached out to many actresses, but none of them were willing to take the job. There are only a few days left until the performance. If they can't find someone in time, they'll probably have to postpone the show. And delays tend to create all sorts of new problems.
Got it.
गेम की आवाज बढ़ानी चाहिए क्या मुझे?
What do you think, Traveler? Any ideas?
थोड़ी गेम की आवाज बढ़ाओ क्या? कम आ रही है क्या गेम की आवाज?
Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any experience starring in musicals.
If you're interested in helping, why not start by having a chat with the requester? He's right over there. Maybe you can't fill the role yourselves, but you might be able to help him figure out another solution. Maybe there's something he hasn't thought of.
Oh, it's that guy, huh? No wonder. Hyman approves. Let's go. Hello there.
करो ना थोड़ा आवाज ज़्यादा. करता हूँ रुक जा. Bro is flexing in front of middle class. अरे भाई उसने मुझे भेजा अभी कुछ. I think so नहीं कर रहा flex वो. Let's see. देखते हैं क्या करता है बंदा.
Wait, I know you two. Are you really willing to act in my musical?
Wow, sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine already. But to answer your question, neither of us have any experience in musicals. But we heard that you're in a bit of a bind, so we figured we could at least try to help you think of a solution.
Ah, I see. It's okay. I knew that asking for a volunteer was a long shot. If we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show. It would be
ये कौन सा लेनी का क्वेस्ट है क्या ये? मुझे पता भी नहीं किसका कर रहा हूँ मैं स्टोरी क्वेस्ट. Can't you cover the budget?
That's the thing. We're not some high-profile theater troupe, just a group of amateur enthusiasts.
Okay.
All our sets and props are very crude. We're grateful enough just to get an audience, never mind ticket fees. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently. But now, it looks inevitable that we'll disband.
Disband? You're splitting up the troupe?
Oh, I guess the lady at the Adventurers Guild didn't tell you? Yeah, this is supposed to be our final show together as a troupe. One last show. And after that, we go our separate ways.
Okay.
So we were really hoping to end on a high note.
हाँ मुझे भी लग रहा है ये लेनेट का है या
Nobody wants things to just fizzle out. Not after all the time and effort we've invested into it. Yeah, the leading lady, in fact. She's been dealing with a chronic illness ever since childhood. And unfortunately, it flared up again recently. It really drains all her energy, so she's in no state to perform. The show just won't be the same without her. But for everyone else's sake, I still hope we can find a way to hold the performance on schedule.
Okay.
Got it. We have a clearer picture now. Let's see. What if we sponsored the show? Traveler, how much more are you carrying?
Please, there's no need to go that far. I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor. And I can't promise that we'd ever be able to pay you back.
Good point. If the actress just goes through the motions for the Mora, that's not exactly rescuing the show.
Yes, her name is Sim. Hi. Welcome to the stream, bhai. Try to do, not try not to laugh. Bhai, kya likha hai? Try to do, try not to laugh. Okay.
We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible.
अबे लेनी है बाबा ठीक है भाई
That's how you know we're the best of partners. Anyway, she should have all the free time in the world, but she's really good at performing, and she was once
Bish,
super
okay.
popular.
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous.
Fiorina.
You're...
What?
That
ये
was
Fiorina
a
quest
joke,
है ये.
right?
सूर्यांश तो गलत था.
Nope. Paimon doesn't actually know if she's performed on stage before, but Paimon's pretty confident that she'd be really good at it.
What the fuck, bro?
You're not wrong there. She has actually performed in a number of big-name shows before. They were one of the reasons she was so popular.
Okay.
But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, it's not like she's suddenly a commoner.
भाई ये सब तेरे लिए spoiler नहीं हुआ सूर्यांश? Why does Paimon do those hand movement? हाँ ऐसा ना एक समझ गया मैं. हाँ नानी फ्यूरिना. भाई तेरे लिए spoiler नहीं हुआ ये सब?
She's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. I just think Lady Farina might feel a bit out of place in an amateur troupe like ours.
You want the show to go ahead?
Well, yes, but...
Fair enough.
Fair enough. I mean, if she was actually willing to, then of course I'd be honored to have Lady Farina star in our show. I'm sure the rest of the troupe would be delighted too.
अभी उसके अलग ही अकड़ होगी उसे मनाने जाओ तो.
I'm sure everyone in our troupe has probably dreamt of performing on stage with her one day. Of course, it all depends on whether she's interested. She might consider this opportunity beneath her.
Yeah.
No point in stressing about that. We'll only know if we act. Besides, things are different now. There's no reason for her to be all high and mighty anymore.
ऐसा है क्या?
Thank you for your help. I guess I'll just stay here and wait for the good news.
Wait, where does Farina actually live nowadays? She used to live in luxury at the Palais Mermonia, but she's
As it happens, I have her current address here. I can provide it to you.
Okay.
Woo! When did you get here?
Who cares? I still don't know about the main Archon quest. तू क्या करेगा तू? Like main Archon quest के बाद वाला ये चीज है.
Things were starting to sound more promising. I thought I should be at the ready in case my assistance is. It is my duty to support commissioners in any way I can.
Anyway, I can.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Woo!
अरे
Now
अरे.
that we've got the address, we'll go find Farina. Back in a jiffy.
ठीक है. रुक जा पहले आवाज बढ़ाता हूँ जरा. The little ocean need. Okay. थोड़ा गाना बीना भी लगाते हैं। कौन सी क्वेस्ट है ये? फ्यूरिना की सबसे पहली वाली स्टोरी क्वेस्ट, आर्कन क्वेस्ट खत्म होने के बाद। स्टिल हु कैर्स। भाई अभी क्या चल के जाओ? रुक जाओ।
Did Catherine really give us the right address?
इधर रहती है क्या फ्यूरिना? वीसी पे है क्या साइल और तू? नहीं, आई थिंक सो। हाँ है, हम दोनों हैं, पर वो कुछ ज़्यादा बोल ही नहीं रहा। सिर्फ वो बेटा है कि ये करो क्या वो करो क्या वैसे। Did Catherine really give us the right address?
Not that there's anything wrong with this place. It's just a bit of a step down from the Palais Marmonia.
You know, it's common
Okay,
courtesy
Abby.
to make sure the homeowner isn't in earshot when you're denigrating their abode.
Okay, when did Poppy Got a Thin Air become all the rage? First Catherine and now you?
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags.
Okay. है तो उसका न्यूवी बिल्ड दिखाता हो। इसके बाद दिखाता हो, ये डायलॉग के बाद।
I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food. But now I'm finding that simple, traditional home cooking can be quite not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni.
Oh, sounds like you're really struggling to cope.
मैं कुकिंग कर दिया अभी ये।
Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity. It's not like I have a very eventful life these days.
What has happened to her attitude? वही तो तू देख ना भाई, इसलिए भी बोल रहा हूँ कि भाई तेरा स्पॉइल हो गया तू।
Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre focilor or blubber profiteroles in no time if I felt so inclined.
Ah, there it is. You don't know how to cook.
Not yet, maybe, but anyway, what are you even
और
doing
अपनी
here?
दिखाइयो कि कैसे है तेरे अकाउंट के कैरेक्टर्स के बिल्ड एंड आर्टिफैक्ट्स। दिस एटीट्यूड हैपेंस आफ्टर या आर्गन क्वेस्ट के बाद होता है। हु केयर्स भाई, कितने बार लिखेगा हु केयर्स। दिखाता हूँ, रुक जा, पहले मेरा दिखा जाओ, साहिल का भी दिखा जाओ। पहले साहिल का दिख ले।
Clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way.
ठीक है।
We're sorry. Please don't be. Yeah, exactly.
I think so ये जल्दी मानेगी नहीं।
I wasn't trying to make fun of you. Hang on a sec. You weren't exactly holding back either.
That's not important. We actually came here to ask for help.
Well, maybe you're forgetting that I'm no longer.
Jaditsu, I'm back. अरे welcome भाई, welcome to the stream.
I don't even have a vision, you know.
Don't worry. It's nothing that serious. It's just very specific and.
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then fine. So tell me,
देखते हैं क्या
what
इसका
specifically
रिएक्शन देखते
makes
हैं।
this matter so... I see. I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse. After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine, well versed in all the various performing arts. A mere musical is well within
मुझे
my
लगा नहीं मानेगी जल्दी ये। She is naming her own dishes which already have common names. That's why Paimon said you don't know how to cook. Oh, अच्छा है लाइव आ गए, वरना मैं तो लुढ़क ही जाता। What? जिंदा हूँ अभी, क्या लुढ़का नहीं।
But given the present circumstances, I'm afraid I must regretfully decline your casting request.
अरे decline, sad.
How come? It sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
True, but I have made a although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent inhabiting that character has left an indelible mark on me.
Okay.
Centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely.
I'm not the
I'm
same
not the
person I
same
once
person I
was.
once
राइडन को
was.
मारने चले, राइडन को मारना है भाई, पहले आता भाई, पहले हम लोग मार देते. Her self care has came back. वही. अच्छा भाई अब तो मैं स्टोरी क्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ भाई, कितना टाइम था पहले, तू क्या अभी आया क्या?
Of course, that can't be undone now.
It's
too
too
late,
late.
and I have no intention of reinventing myself all over again.
Okay.
But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new.
Paimon can understand, but this is just a one-off part to fill in.
Whether it's a one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross.
Okay.
If I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself, which would be the same as not having a boundary in the first place. So I'm not going to perform, and that is that.
Okay.
Okay, guess there's no convincing you. Well, is there anything else we can do to help out the troupe? Otherwise, they'll just have to disband without... Do you know any other actors who might be interested in the role?
Nope.
Short and to the point. Okay.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships.
Bro, these motherfuckers
Besides,
have no
anyone
expressions
I've ever worked
and
with
are
probably
dummies of
can't wait
bot.
to get rid of me. Since I'm just an ordinary person now, they'll probably just laugh in my face if I go asking them for help.
You shouldn't assume the worst people. हाँ
True,
वही.
but I mean, could you even blame them? I show up out of the blue, begging and groveling for their
आ
help.
जाओ
for the
क्या?
show they won't even get paid
अरे मैं
for.
आर्कन क्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ. आर्कन क्वेस्ट नहीं, स्टोरी क्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ मैं.
Wait, I'm
Paimon talks straight to the point. हाँ. भाई पर वो कभी बहुत ही irritating भी लगती है भाई Paimon. क्या बोला इसने? मतलब ठीक है. So much paid for. अबे I'm right.
Well, is there anything else we can do? This performance really means a lot to the guy we're working for.
Have I not made myself clear? You're barking up the wrong tree. I
अरे
don't
बाप रे.
want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would.
Even if it's mean. Straight to the point, yeah.
Sorry.
I didn't mean for that.
I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh. I wish I could help, really. But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have said so by now.
Okay.
It's all right, Farina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything. Oh, everyone in the yeah.
Plan B क्या है बे?
Do now. All right.
Plan
then,
B
let's
बताओ
go
पहले
now,
मुझे.
Farina.
Paimon be like मेरा गेम है, मेरी मर्जी. Her attitude is back. Yeah, Suryansh. पर वो जा भी रहा है, आ भी रहा है, फिर से जा रहा है, आ रहा है, ऐसा हो रहा है अब. Alright, we'll see you around.
Toodaloo to you too. I'm going home to take a rest now.
I'm going home. Bye bye. What has happened to her? Nani? दिखाओ क्या है ना तू प्रांजल, सॉरी प्रणव. देख ले चल. पार्टी सेटअप नहीं जाना था. ये देख. अरे फ्रेंड्स में भी नहीं जाना था, क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं. हाँ ये देख नाहिदा. सिर्फ दिखाता हूँ, देख ले. कुछ नहीं, ये है मैं ये वाली. C0 ये करना है. ये मैं 10 तक करूँगा. राइडन अभी ER वाली की है मैंने, और स्पाइरल अभी इसके वजह से. पर ये बहुत ही गंदा है. ये देख. रुक जाओ, ये चेंज ही कर देता हूँ ना. पहले दिखाता हूँ क्या है ये सब. Artifacts. वेपन हटाइए राइडन वाला। तू नाहिदा फुल ईएम सोच रहा है, वाई सब डीपीएस। नाहिदा फुल ईएम सोच रहा है, वाई सब डीपीएस। फुल ईएम ही है ना नाहिदा, तो फुल ईएम ही लगाया है ना मैंने। तो इसकी बात कर रहा है क्या? ये वाला मुझे मिल ही नहीं रहा। अच्छा यहाँ पे मिल जाएगा क्या मुझे एक ईएम? पर बहुत हुआ है मेरा ईएम तो 800 है, 8 के बाद तो 1000 भी चला जाता है। फुल ईएम रख रहा है, फिर सर्कुलेट चेंज कर। वेट से ये ना ठीक है, कर सकता हूँ मैं चेंज, पर वही है ना, क्या फायदा चेंज करके भी, क्या ही करूँ। देखिए, और ये दोनों सेम ही है। और यही चाहिए ना मुझे, डीप वुड वाला, क्योंकि ये मुझे ईएम नहीं मिला है। कहाँ गया वो? ये वाला अच्छा है ही नहीं मेरे पे। स्ट्रॉन्ग बॉक्स, सन आर्टिफैक्ट्स शेयर मत कर, ज़्यादा है तो ग्लाइडेड डीम्स का स्ट्रिंग बॉक्स कर ले। फुल ए मेरी नाहिदा देख। हाँ, मैं स्टैट ईएम होना चाहिए, और अगर CR/CD सब स्टैट आए और उस पर रोल आए तो और बेटर। ओके, पर हाँ, पर आई थिंक सो ये बराबर है ना, लाइक 825 ईएम कि और बढ़ाना है इसे, और बढ़ा सकता हूँ क्या ईएम में? इसका ईएम नहीं आता ना, कि आता है? आता है वे। ओके, सो मुझे ये ईएम वाला चाहिए। गॉट इट। ये तो तुझे पता ही है, ईएम है ये भी ईएम वाली है। देख, ये देख, ईएम। मुझे अभी डीपीएस की ज़रूरत है। अभी मेरा एक डीपीएस है, उसका नाम वेंटी है, पर वो नल्ला है बहुत। भाई ये क्या अच्छा आया है ना, ये वाला पप्पी झप्पी आया है ये वाला। देखता हूँ उससे। व्हाट्स गाट इट क्या? क्या ईएम सही है, लेकिन फुल ईएम जा रहा है तो सब में ईएम होना चाहिए। सर्कुलेट में ईएम कर। हाँ, समझा मेरे को। नल्ला वेंटी नल्ला वेंटी। तो ऐसा कर, नाहिदा सब डीपीएस प्लस ईएम रख, राइडन एम्ब्लेम और कुकी। नहीं चाहिए ये सब। मुझे नाहिदा है ना, फुल ऑन यही करना है, फुल ईएम। डीपीएस पीपीएस नहीं करूँगा। ये येलानॉर, ये है ना, येलानॉर नेबू को करूँगा मैं डीपीएस। अरे गॉट इट, ये बोलना चाह रहा है कि तो गॉट इट कह रहा था इसे सम। अरे गॉट इट, GOT, गॉट इट बोल रहा हूँ मैं। ये देख, मेरा वेंटी बहुत ही नकली है, मुझे खुद को पसंद नहीं है वेंटी, पर क्राउड कंट्रोल बहुत अच्छा करता है, और 70 लेवल है वैसे भी। और कौन है? सिंचु को मैंने बिल्ड ही नहीं किया है, उसको दिखाने का कोई फायदा नहीं है। साहिल का दिखाता हूँ तुझे। आई नीड कुकी कब आएगी? इसके बाद मेरी नाहिदा देखता हूँ नाहिदा देखता हूँ तेरी। तू है कहाँ पे? ओके, तेरी हाइब्रिड है ना प्रणव, तेरी हाइब्रिड है ना? या तूने सब डीपीएस टाइप की है या? बिल्ड कर सिंचू को। हाँ हाइब्रिड EM प्लस CRCD। समझा। वेंटी इज द मोस्ट गर्लिश आर्कन फॉर अ मेल। हाँ सच में, मुझे तो पहले लगा था कि वेंटी लड़की ही है। और भाई और कौन है वो? हाँ साहिल। साहिल का देख ले, साहिल ने 80 लेवल कर दिया। ये बढ़ाना चाहिए, पता नहीं क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं। ये देख, मुझे पहले ये देख ले। क्रिट रेट बढ़ाना चाहिए इसे, क्रिट रेट बहुत ही कम है। सब स्टैट्स देखा मैंने सब स्टैट्स नहीं दाके ना, देख लिया मैंने। आर्टिफैक्ट्स इसे वो अच्छे आए थे, ये चेंज हो सकता है बाकी। और हाँ ये वाला भी मिले, पर बहुत ही ऐसे एवरेज मिले। सिंचू इज द मोस्ट गर्लिश इन हिज ओरिजिनल सूट। सही में सिंचू? मुझे नहीं लगता बे। एक सेकंड ना, I'm back. सर्कुलेट बकवास है और सैंड्स। सिंचू मुझे गर्लिश नहीं लगता। ओरिजिनल ना, रुक जा। नहीं लगता रे मुझे। देखना, ऐसा दिखेगा तो पता चलेगा। हाँ सर्कुलेट और सैंड्स बकवास है, वो चेंज करेगा भाई, वो कर रहा है मेहनत अपना भाई। यार गाना बहुत जोर से चल रहा है, वेट अ सेक। चलो
It's too bad, but we have to respect Farina's decision.
okay.
Maybe the thought of performing brings up too many painful memories now. Huh? What's going on? Are they arguing?
That's besides the point. I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a replacement without my consent? When did I tell you I'm going to take a step back?
His music is still good. हाँ, लुए का म्यूजिक अच्छा है। लुए और सुमेरु का भी अच्छा है रे। सुमेरु का, मुझे सुमेरु का बहुत पसंद है। लुए से भी अच्छा है, आई थिंक सो। ऊपर का भी मैसेज पढ़ ले, क्या लिखा है देखा रे मैंने सब। भाई इस लड़के को बोल ये वेपन कब डेवलप करेगा। ओके वही तो मैंने बोला, इसको कब से बोल रहा हूँ कि वेपन कब डेवलप करेगा। मुझे सुमेरु का म्यूजिक बहुत पसंद है। दैट्स बिसाइड। तेरा मैसेज ना ऐसा लगता है कि स्ट्रीम एलिमेंट्स और नाइट बोर्ड का आ गया मैसेज। दैट बिसाइड द पॉइंट, आई आस्क यू अगेन, व्हाई डिड यू स्टार्ट लुकिंग फॉर अ रिप्लेसमेंट?
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now? We know the signs. But you never
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my...
Shortly after you
तो
left,
इसे परफॉर्म
the
करना है पहले से
truthfully
ही।
actress came to the
और हम लोग
adventurers
रिप्लेसमेंट ढूंढ रहे
guild.
हैं।
She believes that she's healthy enough to perform. Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now? The adventurers.
Hey guys,
said
make
your
sure to
commission
like,
has
share and
returned.
subscribe to the stream. It means a lot. क्या लिखा है? Does Sumeru represent India? हाँ, it represents India, but ये थोड़ा सा मिडल ईस्ट भी रिप्रेजेंट करता है। मिडल ईस्ट वाले कंट्रीज भी रिप्रेजेंट करता है, पर जो हरी पत्ती वाला सुमेरु है वो सारा इंडिया ही है।
Sorry, I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding. So, how did your conversation with Farina go?
Declined,
It's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it. She doesn't want to play the role for personal reasons.
Okay.
I see. Well, circumstances have changed a little, so maybe that's not such bad news after all.
Yeah.
You see, our leading lady has just informed me that she's well enough to make it to the show after all. Staging the musical with the full original cast was always the dream, of course.
Of course.
Oh, right. Sounds like everything worked itself out then.
Imagine if you match.
Yeah, she'd be livid.
उसका ही होगा
The
एक.
scolding of a lifetime.
Jeez, is Lady Farina really so harsh with people?
Only joking. Calm down. So, despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission, we were still racking our brains for ideas on the way back here.
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this anymore. You've made yourself very clear, so I'll stop looking for a replacement.
Okay.
This is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again, there won't be time to find anyone to replace you. So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it? The whole team is putting everything they have into this final performance.
So we
have to make sure it goes ahead.
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor, and it's working brilliantly. I'll definitely be able to tough it out until the performance day.
Okay.
I share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe with a proper farewell show. So the last thing I want is to be left out. Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their home, myself included.
You're right. I'm sorry. I let myself get too worried about the show. I should have asked for your permission first.
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on. Sure.
अबे ये यहाँ पे क्यों है?
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping list. All right, I'm coming. No need to drag me.
क्या हो गया इसको?
Hello, one and all. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation just now.
Farina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home? What are you doing here?
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you mentioned. Yes, a teensy bit concerned, that's all. When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position and said some strongly worded things.
Okay.
And all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. Anyway, I just feel a bit bad about how it went down. I'm sorry, Paimon.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't
The dramatic queen Fiorina is back. भाई सोने जा रही थी फिर से eavesdrop कर रही है.
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you? I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. And then, to make matters worse, you caught me. But in any case,
इसका outfit थोड़ा सिंचू जैसा नहीं लगता क्या?
already been resolved.
Fiorina का outfit अगर ये चीज निकाल दो तो और ये half कर दो तो.
Yeah. When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a heart attack. I mean, how could we be worthy of having Lady Farina star in our show?
There's no need to think like that. And no need to keep addressing me as lady. Just Farina is fine. I was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you, why does it have to disband? If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor, for instance. Everyone seems so devoted to the troupe. I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
We all want to believe that, but some things are just beyond our control.
Okay. लाइट चली गई थी. आई एम बैक. अरे वेलकम बैक. यू जस्ट रीड माई माइंड. आई वाज टाइपिंग दैट. रियली? आई थिंक सो. हम दोनों ने एक ही सोचा
ever since we
वो
lost our
सीन में.
director. She was the heart and soul of our troupe. She kept us going.
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the founder as well as the artistic director of our troupe. And tragically, she was a victim in this serial.
What?
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice.
Okay.
But still, no sentence can bring our director back to us.
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Miss Farina. They were what first inspired her to get into musical theater. She rallied many people around her who were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life, and convinced them to join her troupe. She wrote her own scripts, acted on stage, and mentored each and every one of us.
Okay.
People loved our performances back then. We seemed to be going from strength to strength. Things were
मुझे तो
really
नींद आ
looking
रही
up
है.
for us.
6 या 7 बजे लाइव आया करो. आई विल ट्राई. 6 या 7. भाई मैं तो 9 से हूँ. कब बजा? ओके. आई विल ट्राई.
And then disaster struck.
7:38. I will try.
Yeah. After that, the entire troupe fell into disarray.
Okay.
None of us know anything about script writing, let alone how to handle the business side of things. We've been doing the best we can. But despite our efforts, things are slowly but surely falling apart. It's agonizing. But ultimately, we'd rather end things now on our own terms than stick it out to the bitter end and watch all our dreams turn to dust.
Okay.
Oh. What a terrible waste.
कब तक ट्राई करोगे? कभी आया भी करो. अरे मैं आया करता था पहले.
So much, no doubt.
6 to 9 ही करता था पहले मैं. Okay, noted. 7:38 it is. Oh भाई 38 क्यों? 30 क्यों नहीं? Let's see यार. मैं 8 बजे तो ट्राई करूँगा. अरे मेरा फिलहाल स्लीप शेड्यूल बहुत fucked up हो गया है.
Besides being your farewell to the stage, is also your final gift for her?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. We all miss her terribly.
Well, good thing I followed the traveler here. After hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Farina.
Farina? कल 6 या 7 बजे आ जाना हर्षल भाई. तू जा रहा है सूर्यांश? ठीक है. बाय बाय. हैव अ नाइस वन. 7 बजे आ जाऊंगा, बस 6 बजे नहीं जमेगा मुझे. 7:37 o'clock आ जाऊंगा.
I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway.
Okay.
I can, however, provide some artistic guidance from the vantage point of a highly experienced audience member. But only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, most definitely. We'll take any guidance that you can give.
साथ में राइडन को मारना है. तू कितने बजे तक रहता है? Like 9 बजे क्या जाता है क्या तू? ऐसा कुछ सीन है क्या तेरा?
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though. Will that be a problem?
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and work of your late director. Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the opera Epicles is that there's a lot you don't see when you observe everything from on high.
Okay. 11 बजे तक तो रहता है ना, फिर 9 बजे आ जाना. वैसे भी 8 बजे आ जा. 8 बजे करता हूँ रे. मुझे नहीं लगता मैं 7:30 भी आ जाऊँगा. आई थिंक सो मैं 8 बजे आऊँगा कल. राइडन को मारते हैं.
Criminal behavior and does not weigh human emotion.
कल मार ही देते यार राइडन को.
Verdict can settle the question of criminal liability, but what about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to them? An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I think all emotion shall ultimately return home to the heart and slowly settle with the
ओके
passage
कल
of
डन
time.
फिर करे फिर हाँ ठीक है पर जल्दी आ जाना क्योंकि बाद में मैं स्टोरी क्वेस्ट करने लग जाता हूँ अरे सारे वीकली बॉस को मारेंगे सारे हाँ मेरे भी आने ही वाले हैं शायद हाँ मारेंगे मारेंगे कल मारेंगे चल आजा कल आजा
Take, for example, how this troupe pines for their late director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before. And so I should like to observe. Perchance to
understand, okay?
Still a fan of your old dramatic monologues then, huh? You just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
No. This is a completely different situation. Pearls before swine.
The name's not swine, it's
I'm on. Alejino की लिक्स देखी क्या अरे देखी ना भाई इसका बर्स्ट एनिमेशन कितना मस्त है ना अरे इसका बर्स्ट एनिमेशन मुझे बहुत पसंद आया एक इससे कितना मस्त है ना वन शॉट कर रही हो इसलिए वीकली बॉस को वन शॉट पर उसको बिल्ड करेगा तो ही ना हाँ एनिमेशन तो बहुत अच्छा है उसका तू लेने वाला है क्या अर्ले चिनो को
Would you be willing to join me? Come on.
Yes, I will.
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan of Miss Farina's. All right, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space.
Of course, okay, nice. कहाँ जाना है? ओके यहाँ पे $84 विश गारंटीड है अरे नाइस रे उसके लिए तो काजुअल स्किप कर रहा हूँ ओके मैं नहीं कर रहा भाई मुझे चाहिए नेबलेट अगले चीज़ बाद में कभी लूँगा कहाँ पे
We're always running into her.
I see. So you believe that this warning letter was sent by the
नेव्यू है ऑलरेडी मेरे पास अगर मेरे पास नेव्यू होता ना तो मैं ले लेता अर्ले चुनो को लेट्स सी अभी वो कितना काम आएगी बेटा है क्या एंड ऑल देखते हैं
Absolutely. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Phantom Weasel never acts as you expect. He must have faked his own death 10 years ago using a body double.
Body double.
Now that he's back, I'm sure the guards who worked on his case back in the day are in for a headache. But however this turns out in the end, the one thing it won't be is boring.
Couldn't agree more. As a journalist, I'm gonna get a lot of mileage out of this one.
Try करना नेव्यू के बाद देखते हैं रे मेरे पे अभी ना कितने पता है क्या विशेस समथिंग 15K विशेस है मेरे पास अभी और एक बैनर आएगा शायद से मैं 20K कर सकता हूँ लेट्स सी और मेरा 0 पीटी है वैसे मेरे सारे फ्रेंड अगले चुनों को पुल कर रहे हैं नाइस रहे मेरे पास है ही नहीं अच्छा डीपीएस पीपीएस कुछ नहीं है इसलिए नहीं भी चाहिए मुझे मतलब राइडन है पर अब इसका बिल्ड थोड़ा महंगा है मेरे लिए बाद में करेंगे वो
What a coincidence! Fancy meeting you here.
Perfect timing. So, yeah, this is the first time we're hearing of this one. Could you?
Huh? Oh, sorry.
मेरी तो एक पीटी है अरे सही में मेरी भी पीटी उतनी ही है दिखाता हूँ तुझे
Well, not to worry. You're in good hands because I'm a professional. The story goes like this. 10 or so years ago, a
तू F2P है कि फिश डॉल्फिन है जेलित्सु पर गारंटीड है
and the authorities never managed to catch him.
Wow, cool! He sounds like one of those mysterious night.
Precisely. Well, except the part where they actually have a good reputation. Our weasel targeted whatever people held dear, and no one was safe from his
Okay.
predations.
Pure F2P, अरे nice रे.
He would just as soon steal a necklace from a rich merchant's safe as he would a toy doll given to a commoner child for their birthday.
Sounds like an absolute weirdo.
I know. The phantom thieves you read about in novels rob the rich to pay the poor, but this guy did not discriminate. Unsurprisingly, this didn't work wonders for his public reputation. Every man and his dog wanted to see him behind bars.
Okay.
Yeesh. So, did they catch him?
Not exactly. There's a good chance that the weasel would still be at large to this
मेरे
day.
एक फ्रेंड के पास वेल्किन है और एक प्योर वेल है. भाई मेरे एक फ्रेंड के पास 4 की 5 वेल्किन पड़ा है. शायद वो मुझे स्पॉन्सर कर रहा है. लेट्स सी. फिर मैं गिव अवे करूंगा अपने यूट्यूब पे. इसके पास सारे कैरेक्टर्स C6 आर पाए हैं. अरे नाइस रे भाई वेल.
A magician named Caesar fell to his
मुझे
death
वेल
in
बनने
a
में कुछ
botched
फायदा दिखता नहीं है
high-altitude
बे.
stunt performance. When the police went through his personal effects, they found a hoard of stolen loot and gadgets used for criminal activities. And that was how the Phantom Weasel's identity was revealed to all.
Okay.
Sure enough, thefts in Fontaine went down after Caesar's death. But today, 10 years on, the notorious thief has
This
once
was
again
again
issued one of his
issued.
warning letters and pasted it on the gate of the Opera Epiclese for all to see. I had to squeeze through the crowd this morning to get a photo as soon as I heard. Here, it's this one.
So, this is the warning letter, huh?
कुछ लिखा है क्या पता. पर वो चाइना का बंदा है. रूरोंग नाम है उसका. मतलब तेरा दोस्त चाइना का दोस्त कि ऐसे गेम में फ्रेंड बन गया चाइना का. भाई चाइना में तो भाई आई थिंक सो चाइना में ज़्यादा वेलर्स है इंडिया के मुकाबले.
3 days from now, when evening falls, I shall take from you that which you hold most dear at the Opera House, just as you did to me 10 years ago.
Okay.
This is, without a doubt, a clear declaration of criminal intent. After years of laying low, the Phantom Weasel is what once seemed like an open and shut case has been blown wide open again. But why?
Game में friend बन गया.
now?
Okay.
And what does he want? I sense an epic scoop, and I'm going for it.
Okay.
Uh-oh. If this thief will steal anything that other people value, does that mean even we might be targeted?
We might steal all your favorites. Lol.
Oh, let him try. In fact, Brennan's gonna eat all our snacks right now.
उसने ही नेवी
Let's see
पुल
what he can
करने
do
में
about
मदद
that.
करी थी. पुल करने में मदद समझा नहीं मैं. लाइक तूने उसको तेरा अकाउंट दे दिया क्या कि उसने तुझे कुछ वेल्किन एंड ऑल दिया. मदद कैसे करते वे.
Okay, the people have spoken. It's clear that the public are very concerned about the
अबे
Phantom
लीनी
Weasel's
यहाँ क्या कर रहा है.
reappearance. Let's see, I've got a photo of the letter, my interview notes. Yep, that should be enough to form the skeleton of my article. It does feel like something is something.
Exclusive. Exclusive.
Who should I interview next? I need someone with a more concrete connection to the weasel. Is that who I think it is?
Lenny!
Magic, magician, Caesar, the Phantom Weasel. That's it. Let's go interview Lenny. You see, the original Phantom Thief Caesar.
मैं नया था उसने एक्सप्लोरेशन और प्रीमोस कलेक्ट करे
They both
थे.
have an air
ओके
of mystery about
करवाए
them.
थे.
Perhaps there's a connection there.
ओके. मेरे भी वर्ल्ड में बहुत आए हैं लाइक 58-60 AR वाले और मुझे चेस्ट दिए थे बहुत
Oh,
सारे.
relax. My journalistic instinct tells me that an exclusive news story is beckoning. Let's go. No time for delay.
ओके तेरी AR क्या है रे? मैं भूल गया तेरी AR कहाँ पे तू? तू है ही नहीं इसमें। मेरा फ्रेंड नहीं है क्या तू? हाँ 56।
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
Huh? Lady Farina?
भाई उसके लिए इतना भाग के गया बट उसने ही बोला था कि नेवी पुल करो, इसका जैसा कैरेक्टर साल में एक बार आता है। हाँ इसलिए मुझे चाहिए नेवलेट और मैं अगले चुनाव नहीं लेने वाला, इसलिए साल में एक बार आता है। या बराबर कह रहे हैं।
What's Lady Farina doing here?
Hello, all. Allow me to explain. As of today, Miss Farina will be supporting our production of The Little Oceanid in the role. These two over here are the ones that made it possible. They kindly reached out to Miss Farina.
You bet! That was the trial of the century!
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice.
Oh, please don't mention it. We're just here to join in on the fun.
बहुत ओपी है वो। ट्राई करना एक बार अर्लेचिनो के लिए। ट्राई करूंगा, अगर 50-50 नहीं हारा तो शायद अर्लेचिनो भी ले लूंगा।
So, you were saying The Little Oceanid?
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script left behind by our director. One of our greatest regrets is that she never got to complete it. So, if we can bring it to the stage and make it a successful show, we can all take some solace in that.
Wait, but if it's not finished, then...
Finding an actress was the least of your problems.
Yeah, we've been battling issues on every front.
वो
trying to
C0
realize
में
this dream.
C6 आया तो
Anyway,
जितना
let
डैमेज
me give
देती।
you a quick summary of what the story's all about.
भाई वो तो अभी तक आउट भी नहीं हुई है ना अर्लेचिनो। इतना सब पता है तुझे? मुझे तो मैंने तो सिर्फ उसका गेम प्ले देखा सिर्फ, मुझे ये सब नहीं पता भाई। C6 अर्लेचिनो C6 C0 अर्लेचिनो C6 आयाटो से भी अच्छी है। लीक्स ओके।
The protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form, despite the protests of her family. She longed to live just like any other human, and sure enough, she found friendship and even love. Everything seemed, but one day, her true identity was exposed, and her world came crashing down around her.
So far, so good. A classic tale. What happened after that?
That's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, this was as far as the director got with her script.
Okay.
We need a proper ending so we can bring this musical to the stage. But people have different opinions on which direction to take it.
We still haven't decided between a happy ending or a true-to-life tragedy.
By true to life, you mean the director's...
Yeah. Like they say, truth is stranger than fiction. But then there's the question of whether we really want to use the stage to pass our raw pain onto the audience.
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some light entertainment. We have to consider their... And one last thing. We're still waiting on confirmation from...
चलो कल मिलते हैं अब। गुड नीनी हर्षल भाई, चलो बाय, वरना मैं स्पॉइलर दे दूंगा। ठीक है भाई well, have a nice one. बाय बाय। आ जा कल मारते राइडन को। राइडन नहीं, सारे बॉस मारते हैं।
The first is Paulo, who plays the protagonist's lover. He's locked himself away to focus on writing an ending for the script. But the deadline's passed, and we still haven't heard from him. The other is Villemont, who plays the main antagonist. He took the director's death pretty hard.
तो क्या हमें स्टोरी बनानी है क्या? अब एंडिंग बनानी है। ओके
He did write to us, promising that he'll be there for the final performance, but we haven't seen or heard from him since. So we're not really sure what to make of that.
Huh. Although, now that we have Miss Farina helping us, maybe we should take the opportunity to get everyone back together.
What opportunity? What do you mean?
Maybe you're unaware, but your name has always been like a rallying cry for us.
Okay. एक second. Huh.
Our director was constantly singing your praises. All of us look up to you as a role model.
Oh, stop. You're making me all flustered. Although, not in a bad way. I suspect the reason they're dragging their feet is that they have their doubts about whether the show will really go ahead, considering all the issues you've been facing. But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed. Now is the time to rally the troops.
Makes sense. Okay, priority number 1, let's check in with Paulo and see where he's at with the ending. He went back to Poisson a few days ago. Said that staying in a friend's home might help him to relax and escape the feeling of isolation.
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors, given that Poisson was flooded not too long ago. But I guess it's the opposite. A friend in need and all that.
Yeah, maybe he could use some company.
Poisson? Nothing. I suppose my presence will be indispensable if we are to restore his faith in the show. So, allons-y. To Poisson!
चलो. कहा? Okay. वेट में आया. एक सेकेंड. चलो, I'm back. Go to the Poisson, हाँ. अब नाविया मिलेगी। आजा।
If I remember correctly, this is where he's staying.
Who is it?
It's me. Is the script ready?
You came all the way here for that?
All right. Forget that for now. Just come on
Happy.
out. We've got some
Hello,
great news.
welcome to the stream. Happy. कैसे हो?
Nice try. Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last part of the script. I'll be out once I'm done.
Okay.
Okay then. Looking forward to your masterpiece.
So, as expected, he's missed the deadline.
In this
The ending is one of the most important parts of the show. Even once he's done, it isn't final until we've all had the chance to read through and make sure we agree on it.
Someone told me they just
Okay,
seen
आ
you
गई।
in Poisson.
ये
I
तो
assumed
पता ही
it was
था।
a case of mistaken identity, but sure enough, here you are.
Serena too.
I was wondering if we might run into her.
So, you're here for Palo? Looks like he could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll around town in the meantime. I've made all the arrangements already.
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait here.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. We'll take that stroll.
I think सब बताना नहीं है।
Get over here, you! How oblivious are you?
How are things in Poisson now? Any better?
Things are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they experienced.
I'm sorry to hear that. I wish there was something I could do.
Please, must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet? We all have painful memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time.
Thank you for your words of comfort. You make a very good point. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
It's okay. These things take time. Moving on from a painful experience is easier said than done, which brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should probably know that not everyone here is ready to forgive and forget after the Hydro Archon's inaction in the face of catastrophe. To avoid upsetting the peace, I told the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe, and that you are just an actress playing the role of Farina.
Actress.
It's not a perfect solution, but hopefully it means you won't have to lie low while you're here.
That's so thoughtful of you, Navia.
Well, what do you expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all, like my father before me.
भाई यहाँ पे सारे attitude वाले ही भरे पड़े।
Anyway, that was all. Look after her now.
Got it.
Off we go then. Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with, so maybe she's right. You're the closest.
Oh, thanks. Accompany Fiorina. दोनों के स्टेप्स एकदम सिमिलर ही है। क्या है ये?
I'm so grateful that Miss Navia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, I didn't know if I was ready to. It's always easiest to just run away from your problems. But that never fixes anything.
Without facing
That's why you
them.
were nervous when they brought up Poisson.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of coming back here. Still, I felt it was something I had to do. As I was saying before, I want to see for myself the things that I never could in the past. I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to forgive me. But they're more likely to unleash a tirade of vitriolic. Yeah, I can tell people are watching me.
Sad.
I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydro Archon as extremely disrespectful. I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes. I guess I wasn't quite ready for this after.
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go through all of this.
Me too, it's not like you.
I can't let myself see only the things I want to see. How would that make me any different from before?
Look! There seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
Probably time we made a move. How about we check out Spina di Rasula's ship? We should have a view of the whole of Poisson from there.
कौन कहाँ पे? ओके यहाँ शिप के ऊपर ना, ठीक है। पर चढ़ना कैसे? ओके उस जगह गया।
I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll. And here I am dumping all...
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a...
Great. Well, I appreciate your company, so please don't disappear just yet. I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be. As I stand here by the ship, I can't get the images of the rising water out of my mind. One after another, people were taken by the water. All those treasured lives and memories washed out of existence in an instant.
Okay.
They thought their god would protect them. They had absolute faith that when disaster struck, a divine power would save them from harm. And all the while, I played my part to perfection to convince them that was true. But then the floodwaters finally came, and the Hydro Archon did nothing.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You were only doing your duty.
Yeah.
I had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth. As time went on, it got harder and harder to bear. And eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became terrified of completely failing in my task, and was haunted by the thought of being left all alone, weeping on my throne. Fortunately, we were able to avoid the worst-case scenario thanks to the help of her. Everyone rose to their responsibilities, and I finally regained my freedom. But on some level, freedom also means no longer being needed. I have no further use to people.
Paimon would have never imagined you'd see it that way.
Think of your freedom as your reward. भाई तो फिर वेंटी का क्या हाल है? अगर इसका फ्रीडम ऐसा लगता है इसे, तो भाई वेंटी तो भाई फ्रीडम वाला है ना सर? Because now you can finally speak your mind.
I guess so. And back then, I didn't even dare to dream about having someone to confide in. I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was, and exposing the secret I swore to protect. Believe in the Farina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself. That's what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva at heart.
Okay.
Could you please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do
Paimon
the
meant to
same.
say was she doesn't like to see you as a sort yeah.
I do. I once had nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally free to live my own life again. And even though I have no idea where I'm going right now, at least the choice is in my hands. All right, it's about time to head back. Paulo should have finished the ending by now.
Sure. Okay, let's head back and check it out.
Okay.
Didn't you say you needed to watch what you eat? You're supposed to be cutting down on fried foods, not wolfing down copious quantities of fish and chips, you know?
Come on. It's not every day we get to dine at Spina di Rosula's expense. Can you believe how generous she is? I'm not about to pass on free food. Anyway, my character doesn't need to be slim and good-looking. That's your job.
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your character's health I'm worried about, it's yours. I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the time.
Oh no, looks like they're arguing again.
वो सिर्फ केयर कर रही है उसकी.
Could you maybe put your differences aside for a moment?
Ah, you're back. We've been enjoying Spina di Rosula's VIP treatment in your stead. Paulo's nearly done. We shouldn't have to wait too much longer.
Great! So you were discussing your characters, right? We heard she's playing the Oceanid who turns into a human girl. What about you?
Me? I'm an Oceanid too.
He was originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he outgrew that role. Well, the costume at least. So now he's playing the boar.
Sorry. The boar's not a bad character, actually.
What?
He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yes?
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines too. Like when he imparts some solemn words of wisdom to the little Oceanid. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Wait, that sounds kind of familiar.
It's the most important line in the whole script. I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy. She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our troupe, allowing us to devote ourselves fully to performing. It was only after she was gone that we realized how tough her job really was.
You mentioned earlier that the troupe is like your home.
Yeah. I was born with an incurable illness, and once my family found out it couldn't be treated, they decided they didn't want me anymore. I spent some years taking whatever work I could find and trying to manage my illness with various medicines. But whenever I had a bad flare-up, I'd be lying in an alleyway for days at a time. It was like that until the director found me one day. She told me I had a great voice and asked if I was interested in studying singing from her. I said yes. She took me under her wing, taught me to both sing and act, helped me find Mora for my meds, took care of me when my condition decided to flare up.
I know it was
all a huge burden on her.
Okay.
Sounds like a really incredible person.
She really was. She gave everything she had to her troupe and the people in it. All of us were so proud to call her our director. I was a lost child too when she found me. As the child of a murderer, My parents weren't around when I was little, so I got sent to an orphanage. The other kids were always picking fights with me. They'd say things like, "Come on, you must be pretty tough if you're the son of a murderer." It was just to taunt me, though. I wasn't one day, I got beaten up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore. So I ran away. I lost...
Let me guess. Fortunately...
Yeah. For the first time in my life, I was somewhere I felt safe. And I promised myself I'd stay here until the day the group parted.
The day you hoped would never come. How times change.
Okay.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's someone I need to introduce you to. This...
Farina? The Farina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
Please, the honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director. I just wanted to do something to help.
Same here!
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'll try to calm down. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, the script, of course. Let me give you a rundown of how the story unfolds in my version of the script.
Okay.
I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. A little Oceanid decides she wants to become a human, against the wishes of her family. She finds love and friendship in the bustling city. But then, disaster strikes. The people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing. The soil is becoming arid, plants and flowers are withering, and the people begin to panic. The little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it, and investigate the truth of the matter together. In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to flee the land, as if driven by a consciousness of its own.
Okay. Got it, bro.
Consciousness? You mean the water is sentient?
Water as a conscious entity. There's actually quite a few stories that explore this theme.
Since the little Oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. She then tells her lover about her true identity, as well as the truth behind the crisis. Her lover accepts her for who she is, and works with her to find a way to bring the water back. However, unbeknownst to them, there were some people eavesdropping when she revealed her secret. The little Oceanid is accused of being directly responsible for driving the water away, and faces the greatest dilemma of her life.
And then?
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover, and the rest of humanity.
Okay.
Huh? But didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain? Why would she want to save them after that?
Well, she mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who'd stood up.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able to find an even greater love, one that extended to all of humanity. Surely the biggest strength of Cleo's character.
There's actually something else that bothers me. You know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world. If we're serious about dedicating this show to her memory, we should make the ending as true to life as possible.
True to life.
What about if the little Oceanid is hounded to death by people who hate her, her lover makes sure her secret never gets out, and humanity continues down the path to extinction?
That sounds like too cruel of an ending to me. And perhaps a little irresponsible to present to the audience.
That ending would be a perfect mirror to Director Aureli's death. Both arbitrary and
meaningless. Okay.
On the day when she went missing, Director Aureli had instructed us all, somewhat out of the blue, to leave the court of Fontaine, and we waited and waited at the rendezvous point. But she never came. By the time we returned to the city, she disappeared without a trace. We looked for her. The Gardamex looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. Increasingly, all the signs seem to point to her being the latest victim in the serial disappearances case.
The director was the kindest soul in the world. Yet she was senselessly sacrificed for the sake of a so-called experiment by someone who had nothing to do with her at all.
But doesn't the way she suddenly told you to leave the city suggest that maybe she had some sense of what was about to happen? It almost seems as if she was moving you to safety.
I've been trying to follow up on that ever since, but all my efforts so far have turned up nothing. Villemont might know something, but he won't open up to me.
Villemont? The one who's playing the role of the villain?
Yeah. He's been overwhelmed by grief. I think the director's death hit him hardest of all.
Grief? Guilt, more like. Also, I have a hard time imagining that anyone took it hard because... Well, speaking of the play being true to life, I was deeply...
What? You...
It's time to be upfront with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other. We'll never be able to agree on the ending if we can't be honest about how we feel. I did tell her how I felt once, but she turned me down pretty much straight away. She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her, and she'd never considered us as potential romantic partners. Not that it came as a shock or anything. It was what I was expecting to hear. So I told her I'd always be there for the troupe, and I'd always be there for her.
Okay.
I said, maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled into their own lives and on the up and up, and managing the troupe no longer required, well, maybe then she could reconsider, but now, that day will never come.
Oh, Paulo.
So if I'm the one writing this ending, then I'm gonna make sure it does right by O'Reilly. I won't let anyone get in the way of that.
In that case, you have to straighten things out with Villemont once and for all. We've all had our differences of opinion over the ending, but those two have never seen eye to eye on anything. One of them has to compromise if we're ever going to reach a
Well, if that's where we're at, looks like it's time to go visit Villemont.
Are you ready to face the truth?
Honestly, I'm slightly terrified. Funny you should ask, though. You really do get what I'm going through right now.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone.
Alarm slide. एक सेकंड डाल.
If you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk?
चल. कहाँ पे जाना है? ओके.
This is tough going. Delphi, are you sure you can...
As if this journey wasn't tough enough already without a roadblock.
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need to take a detour. Wait, why are you all looking at me? You're not seriously expecting me to fight, are you?
We're just curious, that's all. I don't think anyone's ever seen Farina in a fight before.
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her power so it could be converted into indemnitium. Miss Free...
Precisely! And I'm not even the Hydro Archon anymore, so all my power is gone anyway. As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put. I'm more like a damsel in distress more than anything.
That sounded so smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
Hey, lay off, all right? I'm sorry. I got carried away. Please help us out, would you?
Aw, too bad. I was so pumped to feast my eyes on fight mode for Rena.
Sorry to leave all the heavy lifting to
Don't worry, piece of cake.
अब सिर्फ स्लाइम को भी नहीं मार सकती फिर ना देख ना इधर से कुछ सीख ले
No, my
अरे रे
ring cutter. Shine down. Here we go. Illusion shattered.
ए यार
Everyone hold hands.
Rain outlines your fate. There is no escape. Time for takeoff. Torn to oblivion. Bravo! Good show. You certainly live up to your reputation.
कंटिन्यू
Yeah,
फॉरवर्ड
thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
Vilma, are you there?
Huh? Oh, it's you guys. Wait, what's Lady Farina doing here?
I can explain. We've been rounding up the whole troop. We now have everyone except you.
So, you think knowing the truth about the director's disappearance will help you write an ending to the script that pleases everyone? I care just as much as everyone else about making the Little Oceanid a success. That if I open this can of worms now, I just don't want to make things difficult between us. We're supposed to be a unit when we're on stage.
Okay.
Vilma, avoiding the truth will not help anyone. Unless you mean to suggest that Aurelie's death had something to do with you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Listen, Vimo. I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame. But now, I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. I'm prepared to face everything. Just the Little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelie on an emotional level.
This is why people think of you as not being the smart one. As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. Of course, that was we took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but even then, the troupe's financial situation was pretty dire.
Okay.
So, anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In return, we just had to provide the audience with their drinks during performances. It seemed like a win-win, so I said yes to it on the spot without consulting the director. It was only when the merchant came to deliver the goods that I realized the drink in question was synth.
Oh.
Isn't that the drink peddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And I told the director everything right away. But she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. The merchant was furious, berated us for going back on our word, and threatened to... I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said that this was an issue, but things only got worse from there. The synth merchant just wouldn't let up, and then suddenly the director told us all to leave the city one day. I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the director disappeared, I was even more afraid to say anything. Yeah, I got Aurelie killed. There, I said it. Happy
Hey, don't say that.
You traitor! You knew Aurelie was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us? What do you mean, you were afraid? This was a life and death situation. We could have saved her!
Okay.
How could you be so stupid?
बंदा तो नाराज ही हो गया.
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen to him.
Stay calm? How can I stay calm? This guy got all railing, and he has the gall to try and high road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show. How about taking some responsibility?
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I wanted to apologize to everyone in the troupe, but I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back. Beat me up if you want. Kill me if you prefer. It's what I deserve. End my life so I can meet the director and apologize to her in person.
Get out of my sight! Go! Get lost! I don't ever want to see your—
That's enough! You've screamed and shouted at each other for long enough. Now, can you stop conflating the show on stage with your real-life relationships in the troupe? You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life. How can you do that?
I'm sorry.
On stage, the lead role is the focal point of the audience's attention. And you're all used to seeing the director as the heart of the troupe. But in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. I can tell how much she loved you all, and how much she loved the troupe. What she wanted was to build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters. To shield you all from the storms that rage in the world outside. That's how you should remember her. And that's what you should be celebrating. I understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but isn't she your hero already?
Yeah.
So think hard about what that means. And then think again about what you hope to achieve by arguing with each other. If you really hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, then you could just call it quits now. Why bother with the final performance if the group is already fractured? But you can't bring yourself to do that, can you? You care too much about Director O'Reilly and the home she built you. What are you laughing at?
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that if she'd seen Paulo and Vilmont at each other's throats—
Really? But she sounded like such a gentle—
Of course she was. Even her harshest lectures came from a place of kindness, and it showed.
I'm truly sorry.
It's all right.
So, the ending. What are we gonna do about
तो
it?
अभी perform करना है.
Clearly, everyone needs to take a step back for now. At the end of the story needs to focus back on O'Reilly herself. She's the
It
true
might
star
actually be
of the show.
possible to find out more. Okay.
What do you mean?
Her fate.
The Traveler is right. You once investigated that underwater synth base and recovered items below. If you could find anything that O'Reilly left behind, perhaps—
You really think that's possible?
I trust that nobody would object to the ending of this.
No.
Well,
Come, let's pay a visit.
Okay. ये करता हूँ पहले. और कहाँ पे? ओके, अच्छा हुआ किया ये, क्योंकि वहाँ ही जाना है मुझे.
What a find! I wonder how many bottles this will be worth.
क्योंकि धूल है क्या बहुत? अरे. Look for the former troupe director's belonging.
You want to review some recovered items connected to victims of the serial disappearances case? But still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, you don't actually have to submit an application. Okay, please hold on. I'll have someone.
So, this is all O'Reilly left behind.
Hey! It's full of script lines! And sketches too! Looks like they show where the—
Let me take a look. Maybe there's something in here from after she was kidnapped. Aha! I found— Looks like she kept a detailed record of her captor's actions. If we'd had the chance to examine this notebook carefully back then, it would have been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vacher's guilt.
Vacher took so many lives. It's still so unthinkable how many victims he had.
I guess O'Reilly must have written all of this down in the hope that her record— wait, it cuts off. Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. She probably didn't have much strength left. Her final words are— I'll let you read them for yourselves.
She has been since— was that yesterday? Maybe not. I have long since lost track of time. Sorry, I don't know if writing this is of any use or how much longer I can do it for. I can already see my fate approaching, but what terrifies me even more is the thought of seeing others from the troop here. Have I truly protected them? I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I can write no more. I think I have fever and my old stomach troubles have returned. I suppose I am more fortunate than Creedsy. The pain keeps her awake all night. I like to tell them such things, but it is who I am losing my grip. If anyone sees this, truth safe, I am important, please farewell, apologize, life, perform, future, okay, regret, Silio. This page is absolute mess and the writer's pen seems to have wandered its surface at random. Only some words can be made out and barely at that. From this page onward, the diary stops to be replaced with lyrics from musicals. Some are in the form of newspaper clippings, other are handwritten with many crossings out and changes. It is apparent that the pages have been referenced often, and that this was the personal notebook of artistic director Aureli.
She was so terrified.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop, but
she
at
was
the
the
end of the
only
day, she was— I can't bear to think how painful and lonely— wait, this part on the last—
Flipping through the notebook, the lyrics continue. However, one page has been thrown out, folded up and placed right to the last blank page. Okay, at the bottom of the folded note are new lines has written in handwriting much more legible than before. But it seems that they took her both great effort and great deal of time to write. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want? Because I am an older sister to them. I love them.
If you become human,
Okay.
you can reveal your secret to no one. You will—
Isn't that the most important line in the Little Oceanid?
Because I am an older sister to them.
Oh.
So she didn't regret her decision, even as she sat in silence, waiting for death to come. I'm sure this is what the troop would have hoped to hear as well. She had their utmost trust, admiration. Let's go. it's time for them to learn Director O'Reilly's final thoughts.
Final thoughts. वो कहाँ मिलेंगे? Bring the director's diary back. कहाँ पे? ओके यहाँ. After reading through the notebook, there are some lost forwards, some read. Long time passes before the group is able to calmly together.
She deserves a
make
hero's
decision.
farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the courage and selflessness that she showed in the face of death, then it's a meaningful way to end the story.
Okay.
Even in the last moments of her life,
She did her best to protect as many people as possible. Even if we know what choice our little Oceanid would have made now. I don't think any more discussion is necessary. Well, Vilmont, if we put the past aside for now, do you think you can bring yourself to go ahead?
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance, to make this a show worthy of our director. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings. This final farewell show should be about Director O'Reilly and her alone.
Okay.
Then it seems like we've reached a consensus. I have a feeling that this will turn out to be the most mesmerizing performance of your lives.
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
Don't underestimate my experience.
After watching a countless number of musicals.
After watching a countless number of musicals, I've learned one important thing. If you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role, pouring all your emotion into your performance. And aren't human emotions love,
There's the most mesmerizing
hate,
things
regret?
in the world.
And I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they are now.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Farina. And thank you for supporting us through all this.
Then, let's not delay things any longer. We need to discuss the details of the ending and get it nailed down once and for all.
Actually, before that, I'd like to make a proposal. During the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Huh? But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her name.
Well, if you're sure you're okay with that, I have no objection to it.
Now we're talking like a serious acting troupe. Alright, I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical while I go and procure a stage.
Procure a stage?
Oh, it's okay.
It's okay.
Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show, we
By which
need
I,
an
of
extraordinary
course, I
stage.
mean opera.
By
Okay.
which I, of course, mean the...
Whoa, wait, what?
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes of us.
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that O'Reilly's story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine.
Okay.
No, though that's not what...
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
I have no problem.
I have no problem with it then. I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too. Come on, we'll need to get the go-ahead from Nerilette. I know just where to find him.
चलो अभी नेबुलेट से परमिशन ले लो। कहाँ जाना है? सेकंड? आई थिंक सो सेकंड। अरे बहुत दूर है, मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे?
Hey, look at that. Looks like I guessed right.
चलो।
You were just guessing?
Guessing?
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Farina. And you too, Traveler and Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event.
I understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, the story of the little Oceanid is most fascinating. I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
Huh? What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes. And this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. But one thing led to another, and... well, in the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases, all while knowing very little about the human story. Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom. But I've developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
I am truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask?
Well, if the Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist, Cleo, are all modeled after your own.
Cleo.
Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role. It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audience...
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't, nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors or inspirational stories. This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has already been well worth the price of it. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite...
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy. Be it on the I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest.
Thanks, Nervalet.
You are very welcome.
Dear. वो इनको बताना है
Good news, everyone. It's done. The Opera Epiclese, thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Nervalet was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance. We've had to fight every step of the way for this opportunity. But a touching story. Now, let's...
The sooner we can find... Fiamma and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think it's really going to resonate with the audience now.
Wow, you two had a constructive conversation?
That's great.
Communication is vital to any good performance.
Look at us. We've come so far. I never could have...
It's amazing. Even though Furina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all. She's really fired everyone up.
I'm really looking forward to the final production.
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you have.
Hey, Loic, get over here.
Practice दिखाएंगे क्या?
Cursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage. If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to show herself.
Leave this place, oh little Oceanid, and never, ever look back!
हो गया क्या?
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I haven't seen such a fine performance. If only.
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage.
Why?
क्या हुआ?
Hey, what's going on? You're due on stage any second now. Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've been getting less and less effective over time. I've had to keep increasing my dose.
What? I thought they cure it. So they were...
I figured whatever it took to get me through this final performance.
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture...
I'm sorry. I've let...
You... This is...
Miss Farina?
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line. But I guess another guy in the troupe with a similar voice register could take it. Why?
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. I'll... From the sublime to the ridiculous. After all...
Thank you, Miss Farina. I'm so sorry to put you in this position.
Never mind. What's done is done.
Okay.
It's really my own fault for getting in too deep. No one likes regrets. Myself, leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
I do not doubt your acting skills, but please allow me to ask just one more question. After all, this show... What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart. Despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure, she never once stopped believing in the beauty in this world.
Well said. I leave Director O'Reilly in your hands.
चलो फिर. अबे क्लैपिंग का साउंड ऐसा ठक्कन बंद हो गया. देखो.
Is she here yet?
Let's get here.
She's not coming!
You're wrong. She's here.
Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, le monde serait-il plus beau? Me pardonneras-tu, ô chère mère? L'eau dans son courant fait danser nos vies, et la cité elle est nourrie, ainsi que toi, mon doux amour.
Okay.
What about your wish?
My wish.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
भाई क्या विजुअल्स है भाई, बहुत अच्छा। हमने क्या किया इसमें? हम क्यों आए स्टेज पे?
Is it just me? Or was that Lady Farina on the stage just now?
नहीं पता चल रहा है।
She hasn't been seen for a while now, and she just appears out of nowhere? Gotta say though, her acting skills are as superb.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
Wait, that's not her name. What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognized me. It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself. Even if I had no... Still, I have to admit it felt good to be back on the stage again.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Farina.
Hey, that's not what we agreed on.
Oh, so it was Farina after all. She's back.
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
All right, calm down, don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged. After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally deserving of recognition.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis. I wasn't ready for this yet.
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
You might be asked to sign.
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
This is a great chat and all, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show? It nearly gave Paimon up. Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one popped out of thin air!
Oh.
That... I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty well that the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy? I wonder how she's doing.
Let's go check on her as soon as we finish.
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how the end of the show went. If nothing else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to do.
Okay. Return to the Delphi and Lowick. पे? बहुत दूर है बे। What the? Bounce हो गया।
Ah, you're back. She's doing okay. Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication. From experience, though.
How did the performance go? Was it a
You'll be glad to know it was fantastic! Also, you're not gonna believe what happened while Farina was on the stage. You'll probably be able to read all about it in the Steambird first thing tomorrow morning.
That's wonderful. I'm so sorry I failed to see it through to the end. I guess I was wrong to try.
No, don't worry about it. Like they told me after announcing my name during the curtain call, even though you couldn't see it through to the final scene, the audience was very impressed by your performance. It's a...
Well, one way or another, I've had bad luck ever since I was born, so I never expect things to go smoothly in life. I'm just happy.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we? Maybe if you didn't push yourself past your limits so much.
Oh, don't you start. I don't have the energy to argue.
Aw, you two clearly care a lot of...
I don't know what you're talking about.
You mean we never stop arguing with each other?
So, any plans for the next... After the brilliant performance you put on, the reputation of your troupe, you could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the little Oceanid to the bigger theater troupes out there. That...
No, we should still disband.
Yeah, it's what we all agreed to.
Okay.
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space.
Hey, don't just walk off!
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Farina's performance, I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with...
You should do it. It suits you. I'd originally hoped to keep performing too, but I don't...
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. I guess I'll hold off. What about you, Miss Farina?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy requests will hound me wherever I go, until I finally... You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the end of...
Sorry.
It's quite all right. No need to apologize. What I meant to say is that this whole experience has shown me maybe Nervilette was right. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do... Yeah. But from now, I want to watch them blossom. I'm sure this is...
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true call. The more you get out into the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating place it is.
Next time I'll invite you to join me.
Then it's a deal. If a vision is a gift from the gods, then I should do my best to honor it.
Chalo. Khatam. To be continued. ठीक है. कितना हुआ प्रीमोस? ओके 15940. चलो फिर आज के लिए बस इतना ही. कल मिलेंगे. बाय बाय.
जैसे मुसाफिर मैं पर ना खबर कहाँ जाऊँ मैं फिर भी करूँ सफर नादान हूँ बस बस राह भटको ख्याल ये बुरे ख्याल ये मन से ना हटे जंग मेरे दिल के सवाल के जवाब मुझको ना मिले अब फंस गया हूँ लेकिन तू है खुशियों की वजह सिर्फ तू है तकलीफों में संभाले तू है कर माफ मुझको तेरा ही हूँ कर माफ तू मुझे तेरा हूँ मैं अब होना चाहे मुझसे कुछ भूल आ मेरे जो